This channel may feature copyrighted video and audio content under the guidelines of fair use permitted by copyright statute for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. All content and credit go to the original creators. No copyright infringement is intended. Welcome in, everybody. Shout out to everybody in the building. So we are talking about a Charlie Kirk who was shot at today at a Trump rally. He's a Trump supporter, right wing, in Utah. So we just want to see what's going on. We just waking up, y'all. Shout out to everybody in the building. Please smack that thumbs up as you come in, and we gonna get into it right now.
That's a lot of people, Utah, tell you what. All right, we're going to get started, everybody. You know how it works. Question and answer. Also, thank you to Lane from YRE5. That was great. Really appreciate it. And we're going to be here for a couple hours.
Okay, so right-wing political artist Charlie Kirk was shot at an event he was hosting at Utah Valley University in Orem, just north of Provo. Kirk was removed from the premises by his security team, said the school. Okay, and the video circulating online showed Kirk recoiling after a shot was heard, with blood pouring from his neck, is what they're saying. A university spokesperson said they do not have a suspect in custody. The school previously said in an alert that police had to detain a suspect. And that's what I thought as I'm coming in here. I thought they had the person that did this. So let's keep looking.
Get comfortable. Bring the best libs that Utah has to offer.
Okay, so that was the event, and we're going to click in to see what else is going on. But what they are saying makes absolutely no sense to me, that they're saying that he did not have security. Despite this large crowd, why wouldn't he have security? That makes no sense to me at all.
In America over the last 10 years. Counting or not counting gang violence? Great. What the fuck? Get down. What the fuck?
Okay, I don't know who wouldn't have security at an event such
This
as
is CNN Breaking News.
We definitely gonna get into what people are saying. Welcome in, everybody. Have y'all heard about this? Charlie Kirk is worth to have a cost of unfortunate some gun deaths every single year. He won't be speaking that hatred anymore. Now, see, I don't know the guy. I gotta get into. I heard, what side he's on and all of that, but I never heard him speak. I don't know much about him at all, but let's see what they're saying here.
This is CNN Breaking News.
We have breaking news to CNN. A source tells CNN that Trump ally and the founder of Turning Points USA, Charlie Kirk, was shot at an event on a college campus in Utah.
And the extent of Kirk's injuries at this point are not immediately clear.
Okay,
Let's talk now with CNN's Kristen Holmes. We have CNN political director David Chalian with us as well. Kristen, what can you tell us?
Y'all, please smack the thumbs up.
Brianna and Boris, I want to be very clear. I cannot tell you that much right now because this is a very fluid situation. People are still trying to figure out the details, the extent of the injury, and what exactly unfolded on that Utah campus. As we have reported, Charlie Kirk is a close ally of President Trump's. Not only that, he is somebody who helped him get elected this cycle. He is often seen here at the White House. He runs Turning Point USA, which is a youth organization where he's tried to galvanize thousands of voters, Republican voters. He's also a controversial figure at times. He goes into these various college campuses, pushes conservative issues, gets into heated back and forth often with these students on these college campuses. But of course, none of that is violent. This is the first time we've seen this kind of reaction, obviously. So what we know right now, everyone is monitoring the situation. He was shot during this event on this Utah campus, and they are still unclear what exactly the extent of those injuries is. There are a lot of videos circulating right now on social media that are showing the crowds running away after gunshots went off. But again, we are still going through all of this and talking to sources to figure out what exactly happened and how Kirk is doing at this time.
Kristen, please stand by. David, as we work to confirm some of these videos that are circulating online and we try to get an awareness of the status of Kirk's health, it's important to step back and point out the impact that he's had in recent years on politics and certainly conservative politics. He's turned this sort of grassroots organization, Turning Points USA, into a juggernaut when it comes to connecting youth conservatives and the conservative agenda on college campuses.
Okay, so it says Turning Point USA is an American nonprofit organization that advocates for conservative politics on high school, college, and university campuses. It was founded in 2012 by Charlie Kirk and Bill Montgomery. Turning Point USA affiliate group include Turning Point Endowment, Turning Point Action, and Turning Point USA Faith. And we're going to get into a little bit more about who he is in a minute.
No doubt. I mean, first, let me say my prayers are with Charlie Kirk right now, and I'm sure everybody watching feels the same. This is horrific to see what we're seeing here. You couldn't be more spot on, Boris. I can't sort of understate what Charlie Kirk has done inside the Republican Party, especially around mobilizing younger voters. That's sort of how TPUSA first got its.
Why would you go to an event without bodyguards or any security? The people are saying that was there. They're like, we surprised that we didn't have to walk past security to get here. So make sense. It don't, they started out saying this guy is controversial. He's one-sided, it sounds like. So why would you go anywhere without insurance? I mean, without security? It just don't make sense.
Movement, but he is a talk radio host on conservative radio. He's the organizer of this group, does a ton of speaking publicly around the country. You can't go to any kind of sort of big convening of Republicans, and he is not a force there with an enormous following. In fact, I was looking on social media, on Twitter at 2:24, so not even 30 minutes ago, 29 minutes ago, he had posted images of himself before this huge crowd at Utah Valley University there outside of Provo. And he said, we're so back. You could see there was enthusiasm. He was passing hats around. You can watch him on video. This was posted half an hour ago of him doing that and greeting this crowd. He is somebody that the Trump campaign, as Kristen was noting, utilized very effectively to harness his leadership in this conservative activist movement, again, with young people, young men specifically. We've talked about this a lot when we look back. Charlie Kirk is at the heart of that effort. They relied on him and his organization a lot for their ground game in a lot of the states around the country. And so this is somebody who obviously has a huge voice inside conservative American politics, a big Trump supporter, but obviously now in this really unfortunate, horrific experience is going to be at the center of a conversation about political violence, I would imagine, that we're going to be having in the aftermath of this horrific event.
So according to Wikipedia, it is saying that Charlie Kirk, October 14th, 1993, September 10th, 2025, he was American right-wing political activist, author, and media personality. He co-founded conservative organizations Turning Point in 2012, from which he serves as an executive director. He's 31 years old. He is the chief executive officer of Turning Point Academy and Turning Point Faith. President of Turning Point Endowment and a member of Council of National Policy. So he was born October 14th, 1993 in Arlington, Illinois, USA. Well, damn, they done said the man died. They got a death date of September 10th, and they haven't told us that the man is gone. But what I'm reading, man, I'm going to screenshot this. They literally just put that this man has passed away, and I don't believe that they said that unless they know something we don't know. We do know that they update Wikipedia as things are happening, but I don't think they said that yet. Let's look now.
Certainly. And there's a lot of reason to be concerned right now as we do not know his status. We don't know how he's doing, and we're awaiting word certainly of that. As you mentioned, it says a lot about where we are as a nation when it comes to violence and politics. Can you talk a little bit about what he was doing in Utah? He was going to universities to speak to young people.
Yeah, and organizing them. And again, that's why I was literally, you can just bring it up from his Twitter page a little while ago. You can see it's not just like, sometimes you might go to an event at a college campus and it's a smattering of people. And that is not what Charlie Kirk brings.
Well, damn, he is. He died.
Around him.
Hold on. The man has died. Trump conservative activist Charlie is dead. Now, this is coming from CNN, and we found out first from Wikipedia. This was just updated just now at 4:48. Just then, President Donald Trump says Charlie Kirk is dead after the conservative activist was shot at the event. And wow, and we just getting up. The suspect in the shooting is not yet in custody. Now, where did all this happen at? Where was he shooting from? This is what they are saying. Yes, he has officially passed. Shout out to everybody in the building. Y'all, please smack that thumbs up. We are breaking news over here. I mean, this is wild. So let me try to see. Let me go to President Trump. Where is he talking at? I don't see him. But let's go. Wait, what? Hold on. Somebody said Trump just posted Charlie Kirk is unalive. Well, America is about to plunge into deep civil unrest, somebody said. Make no mistake, Democrats unalive. We don't know what happened to this man. Okay, so it says Charlie Kirk just announced dead by POTUS from today's shooting. This was 19 seconds ago. Prayer for his wife and kids. He now leaves behind. Whether you disagree with him or not, politically, he didn't deserve this. The president posted, The great and even legendary Charlie Kirk is dead, and no one understood or had the heart of the youth in the United States of America better than Charlie. He was loved and admired by all, especially me. And now he is no longer with us. Melania and my sympathies go out. No longer with okay, Melania and my sympathies go out to his beautiful wife Erica and family. Charlie, we love you. This is what the president says. It's a life, Tim said. Yeah, yeah. It's a life. R.I.P. F. Kirk, somebody said. Wow. I'm glad that woo wee, boy. Okay, hold on. I don't wish it on nobody. I don't even know the guy, but I see what y'all saying. We just reporting it over here. Okay, but we are gonna get into. I want to see what kind of stuff was he talking. They are blaming the Democrats, but I'm trying to figure out. It's like it was a recipe for disaster to not have any type of security. I'm just so confused by that. Let me find something else. Hold on.
With young people. And so, yes, he is on college campuses quite often all around the country doing this kind of political organizing, in addition to his sort of speaking at places like CPAC or other big events. He is big on college campuses. And as I was saying, the Trump campaign has harnessed him into his network of followers in terms of their ground game operation in this last campaign. It was fundamental to their success.
And to that point, he spoke at the RNC in 2024, and we just saw a tweet put out by J.D. Vance, the vice president, saying, quote, "Say a prayer for Charlie Kirk, a genuinely good guy and a young father." I believe that we're joined now by CNN senior law enforcement analyst Charles Ramsey. And actually, before we get to Chief Ramsey, here's a post from FBI Director Kash Patel. "We're closely monitoring reports of the tragic shooting involving Charlie Kirk at Utah Valley University. Our thoughts are with Charlie, his loved ones, and everyone affected. Agents will be on the scene quickly, and the FBI stands in full support of the ongoing response and investigation."
Why no security?
Chief Ramsey, I wonder if you can paint for us a picture of what an investigation like this, one, as you just saw there from the FBI director, to which agents are just responding on a college campus at an event where it appears that Kirk was surrounded by a multitude of attendants.
Well, obviously, there's a lot we don't know yet. This just occurred, but they would do everything they can to contain the scene. The shooter may very well be someone who is being held by other members in the crowd. We don't know that. Hopefully, his injuries are not too severe. So I'm certainly hoping that that's the case.
Right now,
but right now, it's a case where they're going to bring in resources to do what they can. It was a large gathering on a college campus. So no doubt you have a lot of witnesses that need to be interviewed, but you have a crime scene now. And that crime scene has to be protected. That crime scene has to be processed. So all the things that you would typically do in any shooting incident, you would be doing right now. He's a very high profile individual, so it's certainly going to draw a lot of attention.
And Chief, can you talk a little bit about what security would be like at an event like this on a college campus? I mean, he's not a politician, right? But he's someone who is so adjacent to some of the biggest names here in Washington. And we have seen this uptick in political violence. What would security be like, would you expect?
Well, he's not an elected official, and unless there were direct threats made to him, security would be there.
At a time like this and the climate of what's going on in the world, there's no way nobody that talked like him should have been without security. So I'm just trying to figure out what made him go to this event without security. What made him feel so safe? I'm sure he's gotten threats, especially at this point. And somebody said he was a racist, protecting the PDF files and harming minority people. Rest in peace. Somebody just said, wow, YouTube held that comment. Shout out to my BFF, just entered the chat. Shout out to my BFF. Shout out to Onatita. That made me think of him, of course, because that is where that came from. But welcome in, everybody. We're going to keep going. Y'all, please smack the thumbs up as we gather this information to find out what is going on. Wikipedia told us first that this man has lost his life and nobody is in custody, anything. So let me find the video.
But on a college campus with a large crowd, very difficult, and people would not be screened before they went to the event. So I'm sure there was not only university police, but probably from their county sheriff or local police that were present on the scene. But when you have a large gathering like that, and again, he's a controversial and high profile individual, but he would not get.
Okay, so he's controversial and high profile. They don't have anybody in custody, so we don't even know what this person's gripe was, why this person did this. I don't know nobody can be saying that because they don't know. For real, Charlie, somebody else said. So that I'm gonna do a poll to see who supports Charlie up in here. This is wild. I gotta find some videos of Charlie and see what he be talking about.
Same kind of screening that a president would get, a vice president would get, or some other elected official. So again, I haven't seen the scene, so it's very difficult to kind of assess. But I would imagine, and obviously someone was able to get close enough with a gun, and whether it was a rifle, was it a handgun, what's the distance? I mean, there are just a lot of unanswered questions right now.
It's also notable that he hosts, as part of many of the events that he has, these debates with folks that come, college students and others who come as part of a crowd, and he hosts debates with them at close proximity. We don't know that that's exactly what happened here, but it is notable given what you were just describing, Chief Ramsey, as the setting for these events. We also have a statement put out by California Governor Gavin Newsom now, who interviewed Kirk on his podcast back in March of this year. He says the attack on Charlie Kirk is disgusting, vile, and reprehensible. In the United States of America, we must reject political violence in every form. Let's go back to the White House now and Kristen Holmes, because it's notable, as we just said, he's been interviewed by Democrats and
okay, so we know allegedly the president and Gavin Newsom don't like each other, right? But they both support this guy. That is what I just heard. This is what they're talking about. Like, he had 47 hats sitting out. He was throwing them into the crowd. He was vibing and all this. But as you see, there's nobody sitting around him. I don't know who the guy is behind him, if that was a friend or not, but yeah, this is wild. You go to an event like this out in the open, you know it's people that feel a certain way, both ways, and he is unalive with no security next to him, and he is a buddy of the president, according to what he said. That's crazy. Alone.
Republicans, the weight that he carries and his voice within the conservative movement, especially among young people, he's someone who at times has had the president's ear as well.
Had his ear.
Not just had the president's ear at times. I mean, he is incredibly close with President Trump. They speak directly. He also is close with high-level members of the administration. You see the vice president tweeting there. He knows and speaks to Charlie Kirk. If you are talking to people within the
I want to welcome everybody in that's listening in right now. Y'all, please smack the thumbs up. Shout out to everybody listening on MTGV Politics. Y'all, please smack the thumbs up on both sides. Support the content. Support the host.
Administration, they will tell you that Kirk is somebody who has the finger on the pulse of the MAGA movement in a way that sometimes even the people in Washington do not.
Oh my God. Now, somebody named Jesus.
This is CNN Breaking News.
Wow.
We're breaking news to CNN. A source tells CNN that Trump ally and the founder of Turning Points USA, Charlie Kirk, was shot at an event on a college campus in Utah.
And the extent of Kirk's injuries at this point are not immediately clear. Let's talk now with CNN's Kristen Holmes. We have CNN political director David Chalian with us as well. Kristen, what can you tell us?
Wow.
Brianna and Boris, I want to be very clear. I cannot tell you that much right now because this is a very fluid situation. People are still trying to figure out the details, the extent of the injury, and what exactly unfolded on that Utah campus. As we have reported, Charlie Kirk is a close ally of President Trump's. Not only that, he is somebody who helped him get elected this cycle. He is often seen here at the White House. He runs Turning Point USA, which is a youth organization where he's tried to galvanize thousands of voters, Republican voters. He's also a controversial figure at times. He goes into these various college campuses, pushes conservative issues, gets into heated back and forth often with these students on these college campuses. But of course, none of that is violent. This is the first time we've seen this kind of reaction, obviously. So what we know right now, everyone is monitoring the situation. He was shot during this event on this Utah campus, and they are still unclear what exactly the extent of those injuries is. There are a lot of videos circulating right now on social media that are showing the crowds running away after gunshots went off. But again, we are still going through all of this and talking to sources to figure out what exactly happened and how Kirk is doing at this time.
Kristen, please stand by. David, as we work to confirm some of these videos that are circulating online and we try to get an awareness of the status of Kirk's health, it's important to step back and point out the impact that he's had in recent years on politics and certainly conservative politics. He's turned this sort of grassroots organization, Turning Points USA, into a juggernaut when it comes to connecting youth conservatives and the conservative agenda on college campuses.
Without a doubt. I mean, first, let me say my prayers are with Charlie Kirk right now, and I'm sure everybody watching feels the same. This is horrific to see what we're seeing here. You couldn't be more spot on, Boris. I can't sort of understate what Charlie Kirk has done inside the Republican Party as a force, especially around mobilizing younger voters. That's sort of how.
Shout out to the 621 people watching on the politics side. Y'all, please subscribe to the channel and also smack that thumbs up for me.
How TPUSA first got its movement, but he is a talk radio host on conservative radio. He's the organizer that does a ton of speaking publicly around the country. You can't go to any kind of sort of big convening of Republicans, and he is not a force there.
I get a moderator on the politics.
I was looking on social media, on Twitter at 2:24, so not even 30 minutes ago, 29 minutes ago, he had posted images of himself before this huge crowd at Utah Valley University there outside of Provo. And he said, we're so back. You could see there was enthusiasm. He was passing hats around. You can watch him on video. This was posted half an hour ago of him doing that and greeting this crowd. He is somebody that the Trump campaign, as Kristen was noting, utilized very effectively to harness his leadership in this conservative activist movement, again, with young people, young men specifically. We've talked about this a lot when we look back. Charlie Kirk is the heart of that effort. They relied on him and his organization a lot for their ground game in a lot of the states around the country. And so this is somebody who obviously has a huge voice inside conservative American politics, a big Trump supporter, but obviously now in this really unfortunate, horrific experience is going to be at the center of a conversation about political violence, I would imagine, that we're going to be having in the aftermath of this horrific event.
Oh, certainly. And there's a lot of reason to be concerned right now as we do not know his status. We don't know how he's doing, and we're awaiting word certainly of that. Well, as you mentioned, it says a lot about where we are as a nation when it comes to violence in politics. Can you talk a little bit about what he was doing in Utah? He was going to universities to speak to young people.
Yeah, and organizing them. And again, that's why I was literally, you can just bring it up from his Twitter page a little while ago. You can see it's not just like, sometimes you might go to an event at a college campus and it's a smattering of people. And that is not what Charlie Kirk brings. He has a following and an energy around him with young people. And so, yes, he is on college campuses quite often all around the country doing this kind of political organizing, in addition to his sort of speaking at places like CPAC or other big events. He is big on college campuses. And as I was saying, the Trump campaign has harnessed him into his network of followers in terms of their ground game operation in this last campaign. It was fundamental to their success.
Hold on, let me see what they talking about over here. Give me a second, y'all. Pulling up Facebook right quick because I see, I mean, it sounds like it was some type of confusion. They got this guy hammed up like he was the shooter or something, but apparently it's not.
I dare you! I dare you! I dare you! I dare you! I dare you!
Okay, so it says update. We're hearing conflicting stories that this may have been the shooter. Will we change the update when more information come in? And then it says he has been taken into custody by police, and you have to hear Charlie Kirk supporters screaming at him in the background while his pants are falling down around his shoes. Okay, let's see.
He's such a monster! What a monster! Such a monster! Monster! A monster! How dare you! Back it up! Back it up! How dare you!
What in the hell is going on?
How dare you! You freaking monster! Yes!
I can't even get this off my screen now. Why did they think this was him if it ain't him? I'm confused. Hold on, let's keep it going.
I don't know. He said he shot him, but I don't know.
Oh, he said he did it. What? Where's the weapon? Where is the weapon? Did they get a weapon from this man? Okay.
How dare you! How dare you!
Hold on, let me get back over here.
How dare you!
What in the world? Okay, we gonna look for more videos to try to find out what's really going on. What have they gathered more of? Wait, give me a second, y'all, because I don't want to show certain things, but we're gonna look at Charlie's page also. Let's see, what did he post on his page last? Okay, let me move this. Three hours ago, he posted this. We need an all-out war on crime, or more innocents will die. We need an all-out war. Okay, let's see what he's saying.
Let's play cut 353.
Auburn police have made an arrest in the death of former Auburn professor Dr. Julie Shinelli. This update coming just about 5 minutes ago in a press release. Auburn police say they have arrested Harold Rashad Dabney III from Montgomery and have charged him with 2 counts of capital murder in connection to the death of Dr. Shinelli at Kiesel Park.
This is going to be happening every single day, it seems like. So this is a Logan Federico, a 22-year-old aspiring teacher from Waxhaw, North Carolina, was visiting friends. Oh, that's a different one. That's a whole different one. This was in May. That's another white girl that was murdered by another black criminal. So it's just a theme. It's a pattern we're seeing. You can put her up on screen. This was Logan Federico. This one was in May, of a random black criminal that was prowling around and killed another white woman. You guys are starting to see a theme here.
Oh, okay. I see how he talks. Okay. So somebody had posted that video that we just watched where the older guy was being hauled away and said that he did it. I guess that's what they're saying. Somebody said heroes don't always have capes. I hear from news they got the wrong guy, but I hope they got him. Pray for Charlie. He was unalive for telling the truth. Jesus, laughing my butt off. I thought y'all hated Charlie. Now y'all are crying over the guy. Somebody said this is so much bigger than left versus right. If you can't pull your head out of the box and realize unaliving is wrong, you You are what's wrong with the country. This is a free country where people are allowed to speak their mind. This man has 2 daughters, somebody said. The death penalty should be in effect. Yeah, not your guy. He's a fall guy. Congrats, you did nothing to show the tolerant left. I don't always agree with what Charlie says, but no one deserves this. Okay, so let's keep listening at Charlie. That's just some of the things that people are saying on the video of the guy that they have. So somebody said drag him by his feet. The old man didn't do it. Shooter still at large. If he popped a liberal, they'd be saying the complete opposite. Okay, let's keep listening at Charlie.
See, the left, they don't like it when I say things like this, but I'm sorry. You guys made the entire country burn and come to a knee, changed the entire fiber and action of the entire civilization all around a lie because George Floyd overdosed on the side of the street. We are now going to make you live up to your own rules. We report empirical data. Logan Federico, that was her murderer. And then, of course, in Auburn, the one we were mentioning, the suspect is Harold Rashad Dabney III. We did do an initial search yesterday. It seems like he had a prior of string arrests. We're waiting to confirm that. We were told for years that race-based hate attacks are the worst thing in America. Well, if that's the case, it's pretty clear the most common race-based hate attack is, well, it's not white people killing blacks. It's black people killing white people. And so since it being the worst thing ever, why is it the media doesn't cover it? Well, Will Cain covered this extensively on his program. Will Cain deserves a lot of credit for this. And here are just some of the numbers.
You are what you put out. See, you get what you put out. Irony of Charlie. Shout out to BFF. Wow, this is wild. Let me see. He seems vile.
Some of the numbers are breathtaking when you go through them. I don't know if we have the piece of tape. If not, I will walk through some of the numbers here. Let's go to.
I don't see it a lot,
but yeah, I can't get this to load.
And I report crime.
The numbers themselves.
So he's basically saying that they just don't show it, they don't report it. So what they push we know that they push certain crimes, and especially Chicago. If they saying that Chicago is not in the top 10, but this guy has lost his life. Like he claiming we need an all-out war on crime, or more innocents will die. So I wonder who was the guy that did this, and why didn't he have security if he was a controversial person? Makes no sense.
Are pretty shocking. And it's not white people killing blacks. And this is why we support President Trump putting our military in our cities to protect our citizens. And so often these people have prior offenses. It's time to bring back 3 strikes. 3 strikes. By the way, you get all 3 strikes if you just attack a random person on the side of the street. You're done. You're just going to jail for the rest of your life. We're done. We're not playing games of this anymore. Playtime is over. And if you're gonna just walk around with weapons,
let me see some
without any sort of designation, and then commit crimes with those weapons, we're gonna put you in jail. By the way, it's just so funny because the Democrats, they pretend to care about black Americans. They don't.
Nobody does. Don't worry. We know. Don't nobody care. For real. We in this thing alone. Okay. I mean, we know we are the most hated, right? We know. Okay. So let's see what this is at the rally. Man who believes. Wait a minute. Is this today? Let's look at it anyway. I think it is. Or it's one of his events.
So it's just either or.
Okay, so biolog. What are your chromosomes? XX.
Sexual. I just wonder where you get this idea that like trans people are being indoctrinated.
Okay, so are you say you're transsexual or transgender? And tell me, is there a technical difference in the two?
Of course not.
Damn. Okay. Some people say that there's a difference. To me, there's no difference. So it's just either or.
Okay, so biolog. What are your chromosomes? XX or XY?
Very strange question, but
not really.
XY. I could be intersex. Who knows?
Okay, so you were born as a man and you are a man.
No. I was born as a man and now I'm a woman.
Okay, no, but you don't become a woman just because you dress like a woman.
Oh, goodness.
Wow.
What about my hormones?
I mean, I agree with that.
I don't become black. Do I become black if I wear blackface?
We know
That
we
is
can't
a
be white and
wild
be having white
comparison,
face, so
but
he was just
hormones by
talking about it, man.
themselves, you can actively
Said about
change.
George
But that-
Floyd.
By
Wow,
taking
I'm
HRT,
sure.
you can also stop taking the T suppressor.
But people are more than
eventually.
hormones. I mean, you have men with low testosterone. Those are called white dudes for Harris. You can have women with high testosterone. So testosterone, estrogen, and your endocrinology is more than what you are as either a man or a woman. There's brain size. There is how you process information. There is bone density, muscle mass. Every single one of your cells is either coded X, X, or XY. So let me ask you a question. If I wear a disguise or a costume, do I become that thing? For example, if I dress with a sombrero and start talking with a Mexican accent, do I then become that culture?
No, because that's different race.
Okay,
That's
but then wait,
very different.
why? How is it different? Because you're saying that if you dress a certain way and you present a certain way, you can be as you think you are. Why can't I also just choose what culture I am?
Because you are born within a culture. You are born with.
But you were born as a man.
Thank you. Thank you.
But let him finish.
All right. Fuck you. Anyways, sorry.
I'm sorry. What did you say?
Whoa.
My pronouns are not F you, actually.
Wait a dang minute. Hold on. I just thought about it. We on YouTube. I probably shouldn't play too much of that. I don't know what they pushing nowadays. But anyway, y'all please smack the thumbs up as we listen. We see who this guy was. And that very, very controversial. But no, I don't believe anybody should be unalive based off of their opinion. Absolutely not. But I'm just trying to figure out why wouldn't he have security knowing the type of guy that he is? Like that's the part that just makes no sense to me. Okay, so let's see. Oh no, that is not where I'm trying to go. Give me a second, y'all. Please take this time to smack the thumbs up as I pull up to see what they saying. There's a lot going on over here. Update, he did not make it, somebody said. Okay, wait. And I don't want to pull up nothing too crazy, so let me see this. Hold on, I don't think I can play this, but I'm a look at it and describe what I'm seeing because it's saying that it is graphic. Hold on, let's see. Okay.
Do you know how many mass shooters there have been in America over the last 10
So right now he's sitting there. It's a guy standing next to him in a white shirt with the mic. He was sitting there digging in his nose.
years? Counting or not counting gang
on the
violence? Right.
Woo! Oh shit! Oh my God! Hold on. I can't let that play no more. Wait a minute. Wait, I'm gonna turn that down. Wow. I mean, it looked like it went to the neck. Whoever did this was a sharpshooter. Shit. I mean, wow. Like, soon as he grabbed the mic. Hold on. Yeah, that looked like the neck. From what I can see. Or head. One of them, it was high. It was very, very high. Somebody said, this makes me sick, breaks my heart. He's such a good guy. And the comment that said he's such a good guy, they got 439 comments under that. Let me see. Oh my God, that was awful. People are such cowards. Wow. Yeah, they definitely got that. And he probably was gone before he even left that area. My friend Kirk has passed. Let's see what this guy is saying.
Kirk was
Hold on, we're gonna look at this.
murdered and assassinated today.
Triggers.
President of the United States, President Trump, just made the announcement.
Wow. Oh my God.
Say a prayer for Erica and his children.
Damn.
I'm trying so hard not to be angry right now.
Who did it? Who's this guy?
Charlie, I just want to say thank you for being my friend when nobody else wanted to be my friend. And thank you for being a Christian, a father, a husband, and an American patriot.
Boy, I would have tears flowing like the river right now. You know what I'm saying? I don't see no tears yet, but he definitely sound like he crying.
Lord, please accept Charlie into your kingdom.
This is
as I know that you will.
dude. Oh my God. Wild.
We're at a war. And you just took Charlie Kirk away from us.
We've been at a war. We really have. I mean, one person don't say war, but the whole America has been. The whole Department of Defense changed their name. That tells me a lot personally.
Pray for his family.
Very, very interesting. He said a lot by just saying that.
Yeah,
Whoa,
fat with a beat.
hold on.
What
He don't want no music playing up here. Hold on. Where is this music coming from, sir? Hold on. This is crazy. It just pulls up what it wants to. Here's another guy saying that he's a hero. Wait, let's see. Kirk, an American hero. This guy says Bobby. Wait, dang. Somebody got everything. I mean, they got everything but the person that did it, I guess I should say. But it was clear to anybody that was there. And you would have thought that they would have seen who did it, being that, unless they was at a far distance, I don't know. But y'all see they had the guy. Do y'all think that old guy did it? Excuse me. Shoot, I don't want to show none of that side stuff. Hold on. Let's see what he's saying. This is going to be real quick. Oh, shoot. We on mute.
Dude, forever to be lauded. Yo, rest in peace to Charlie Kirk, dude. Forever to be lauded as a great and noble American hero. May his memory live on forever. Yo, rest in peace to
Okay.
Charlie Kirk, dude.
So do we have
Forever to be lauded
any
as a
Charlie Kirk supporters in here? I meant to do a poll. Okay, so I'm still seeing video. Hold on. Video reported to show the suspect who fired on Charlie Kirk earlier during the event with the. So they still showing this video. You know, I don't know if this guy. I don't know. They not telling us yet.
great and noble American hero. May his memory live on forever. Yo, rest in peace to Charlie Kirk, dude. Forever to be lauded as a great and noble American.
Best as you work through that process, which I guarantee you, I know.
Absolute tragedy. And I think, you know, as big as his role was in.
Oh, I think I know. Wait, am I here? Hold on, y'all. Just trying to see what the people are saying. Charlie Kirk, powerful right wing and executive. Let's see.
Got some breaking news just coming in that Charlie Kirk has just been shot. Again, I'm just getting this in right now over in the state of Utah while he was in a debate on a school campus. The news is just coming in that someone came out and took aim, took fire, and they shot Charlie Kirk. Now, again, this news is just coming out. We don't know if Charlie is still with us. We don't know if he was just grazed. We don't know where he was hit, how he was hit. Is he on his way to the hospital? Is he on his way to the ambulance? But again, my followers have just sent this in to me, that breaking news, Charlie Kirk is...
We do now know that he is no longer with us. He is no longer with us, and I don't know what's what as far as this guy. Let me see what they doing here. If it ain't nothing crazy, we could maybe show it.
How's it going? What the fuck?
It is so not it is so not safe to take your babies to events like this where it's gonna be a bunch of people and chaos and all hell could break out. I'm looking at this baby screaming too while they running. Like, hold on. What the fuck? Oh, look at that baby. Baby, like, let's get the hell out of here, Dad. Wow. All hell has broke loose. Anybody that had front row seen everything. They seen everything. Now, I wonder why that older guy will say that he did it if he didn't. Oh, I don't know who this guy is. I ain't gonna play that. Okay, let me put the stuff back up that I had up so I could see. Let me look for some current videos. Maybe the president is speaking or something, since this was his boy. Welcome in, y'all. Please smack the thumbs up. Let me see what y'all saying. Let's see. It is moving so fast, but I'm gonna just read what I can catch. I can't catch nothing over there. Let me go on the StreamYard side and see what y'all are saying. Coward, Utah, and do what for your own people. Welcome in, Sherry. How you doing? Not gonna risk my family for some leftists. Yeah, I'm in U-Haul right now, not far away. Shooter at large, he got away. Okay, now that's what they're saying. But then I was just looking at this older guy and who everybody is cussing at and saying that he did it, and I still see him hemmed up over here. Let me see if I could pull this one up. Let me share it. Oh, that's only 8 minutes. I ain't pulling that up. It's 8 seconds. The guy is just on the floor. I mean, he's on the ground, on his knees, and they got him in handcuffs as if he did it. Let me take this. Just in case it comes out later that this is the guy. Cause I'm trying to, well, that even looked like a different older guy than the one that I was just looking at, but it could have been the same guy. Everything is happening fast. I am just waking up to this news. Charlie Kirk on turning point. Yes, we read that. The older man was released, if I heard correctly. Okay, thank you, Jared. Let me see. Let's pull back up YouTube, and then I'm gonna look for some other stuff, because I need it to be a little bit longer. I'm seeing 326 people in here. Can y'all please smack the thumbs up on both sides, and please subscribe to the channel. Shout out to all of y'all. Thank y'all so much for being here. And let's go. Yeah, let's go back here.
Analyst Charles Ramsey. And actually, before we get to Chief Ramsey, here's a post from FBI Director Kash Patel. We're closely monitoring reports of the tragic shooting involving Charlie Kirk at Utah Valley University.
We have a witness now who's joining us by phone. His name is Justin Hickens. He apparently was at the scene of the shooting. Justin, what did you see? What did you hear?
I was about 20 yards away on Charlie's left. I had gotten there probably just a few minutes before noon. There was thousands of people there. Unfortunately, there was no metal detectors. There was security by Charlie, but anybody could have shown up with whatever, unfortunately. And I happened to kind of maneuver my way down close on the side. And the first interaction probably took about 10 minutes. It was a religious-related exchange. And then there was someone who stepped up, ironically, coincidentally, who asked a question about mass shootings. And about 60 to 90 seconds in, we heard a big, loud shot. I saw a bunch of blood come out of Charlie. I saw his body kind of kick back and go limp, and everybody dropped to the ground. And luckily, there were no other bullets sprayed into the crowd, because nobody was really able to go anywhere. It was just like a big, open pavilion, amphitheater, outdoor venue. And, lots of screaming, lots of yelling, lots of bodies on top of each other. And after a couple minutes, people got up and started kind of running, getting out of there. There were some gates, some barriers that had been pushed aside and knocked over, and people were able to move. And I started to move quickly, and then kind of realized that I said, I think we're okay. And I kind of stopped walking away, and I kind of turned around, and all of a sudden I saw officers walking with this very elderly gentleman with white hair, and they had him arrested.
Now
had him on his knees. He was screaming about, his rights and all that stuff. And they cuffed him and put him away. And about 20, 30 other people just said, yeah, that's the guy. That was the shooter. and people had said that they had seen him there early. He got to the event really early, was kind of walking around, talking to a lot of people, just this elderly gentleman. But that's all I got for you.
Justin, no, that's a lot, and I'm gonna keep you on the.
Okay, so that elderly guy that he's talking about is the one that we seen. Now somebody paused it, and it is just like I said, the neck, right by the throat. I mean, I don't know who this person is that did this, but wow, this is wild, man. You know, none of this content is meant to be triggering at all. We are posting and talking about real life events, and some of this may be shocking to you, but it's not meant to be shocking or to trigger you, YouTube. But we are breaking news over here, and this right here is wild. This is what's happening right now. And that is a witness, and he's seen what we seen, and then I'm also seeing other videos that is showing the crowd go mad. I mean, a lot of people seeing this up front and personal is people. I mean, I can see people's reaction and everything. Even though I'm looking at the back of people, I can still see their reaction right when it happened, right in front of everybody. And people, of course, took off from that. And I'm saying that he has 2 young, very young children. Somebody said instead of sharing the horrific, vile, and heart-stop video of Kirk being unalived, I urge you to share images of his beautiful family whose worst nightmares come true. Every kid deserves a dad. Every wife deserves a husband. Every American needs a Charlie Kirk. That is what somebody just posted here. And then somebody had posted an hour ago, by the way, according to Charlie Kirk's logic, his death is his own fault, not the shooter. Okay, so this person right here, this is their opinion. And what they shared here is, it says the deaths of women and children in Gaza are the fault of Hamas, not Israel. Just like the deaths in Japan during World War II were the fault of Japan, not America. When a government engages in unprovoked murderous aggression, they are to blame for everything that results. Now, this is something that this person posted in 2023. And this is what the person said here. There's also a picture of him in the Oval Office with the president. Now, let me see what the White House has posted. 48 minutes ago, the White House said, the great and even legendary Charles Kirk is dead. No one understood or had the heart of the youth in the United States of America better than Charlie. He was loved and admired by all, especially me. And now he is no longer with us. So we did read that. And with this also comes a picture of him with the president. So let me grab that also. And I'm going to let this keep playing. But y'all, please smack the thumbs up as y'all come in. Mark said this is sad and disgusting, but mostly sad. But it shows that these type of people are not mentally stable. They can't handle the truth, and they are willing to take a young man's soul from their family. He hates women, somebody said. I hate both Republicans and Democrats. These times like this is just a reinforcement or something. It went away. Spews truth. Yep, Trump is good. Shout out to everybody. I'm just reading the comments as I can as they are flying by. Okay, but I'm gonna let this keep playing. Wait, where are we? Okay.
On the air with us, because this is important what you saw. People who haven't seen these events, these turning point events, or these events with Charlie Kirk, people can go up, there's a microphone usually set up, and people can try to debate him or bring up a question or a point. Set up before the shooting, what exactly was happening, because you touched upon that.
Well, there was, I couldn't exactly tell how many, but I'm sure there was maybe 15 to 20 people in line to talk to Charlie, you know, enough to where he probably felt like it was going to take a good while to get through everybody. And he had only gotten through one exchange with an individual. And honestly, it was kind of getting drawn out a little bit too much. The crowd was getting a little restless. Like, hey, we're talking too much on this religious topic. Let's go to something else. And so finally they wrapped up, and then somebody else got up there. And like I said, for about 60 to 90 seconds, there was an exchange about mass shootings, transgenders involved in mass shootings.
Wow.
And ironically, that's when the shot went off.
Whoa.
And then when you heard the shot, did it sound like it was close, near to where he was speaking, or did it sound like it was coming from afar, maybe in the back of the crowd, or could you tell?
No, it sounded like it was the back of the crowd, which was pretty wild. I don't know though. It's, you know, it's like it must have been closer, but then again, it's like if it was that close, how did nobody else, you know, see this man pulling a gun out of his, you know, side or pocket or whatever? So
I wonder if the man is a sharpshooter, a woman, or whoever did this. But it's just ironic that the only thing that we heard the back and forth, because I didn't know, you know, exactly how this guy rocked, but we seen a transgender person on the mic and they were talking. So that was like his debate. That's what everybody was lined up to do. And ironically, it was about, I mean, it was a transgender. We see how he feels about them. And then they said, just ironically, that's what they was talking about at the time that it happened, which makes it feel like it's either gonna be a transgender, a black person, or an immigrant. That's what I think. That's what I think. What do y'all think? Maybe I should do a poll, because that is what I believe. So let me hit play. This is wild.
Once he was shot, once Charlie was shot, was there any first aid? Could you see? Do you know if paramedics were able to get to him? Was there any type of sort of first responders on the campus?
Well, there were about 15 to 20 people, you know, right behind him. Whether that was security, whether that was medical, whether that was whoever, but
it might have been people behind him, but it was more people in front of him, which is the crowd and the people that was waiting in line. And immediately after that fire, it was a pour. It was a downpour. And I mean, he probably left right there on the spot. I mean, I guess we'll know more once the people start speaking. If they not, let me see what I can find.
As he was shot, he, you know, just kind of went limp, fell over, and then everybody just dropped and went down.
See?
And I had bodies on top of me, and I was just praying. I was just like, I hope there's not, you know, a bunch of stuff spraying into the crowd here, because everybody's a sitting duck right now.
Oh wow!
You know, we sort of all witnessed what happened to President Trump when he was on the campaign trail in Pennsylvania, and what happened there when this was happening. I mean, did it kind of register in your head? Someone's trying to kill Charlie Kirk?
Oh yeah, immediately. I mean, for a split second, you kind of like, wait a minute, is this really happening? And you know, you saw the amount of blood that came out upon the initial shot, and you knew that was, it did not look good.
Ain't no way.
After he's shot and he sort of collapses back, and people are everyone hits the ground and people are piling on top of you. We've seen some videos of sort of the mass hysteria to run out of there. When does that happen?
I think that probably started maybe about 10 to 15 seconds after. You know, people give it a few seconds, realize there's no more shots being fired. Now's our time to take a chance and get out of here. And so I was a little, you know, I stayed down a little bit longer, and then finally realized after probably a good minute and a half had gone by that there were no more shots. I was like, okay, I'm probably good to get up and make a move.
That had to be very, very scary. Shout out to everybody on the LLC side. Can y'all please smack the thumbs up over there? Thank you to everybody that is hitting the thumbs up, but can y'all please get the thumbs up? Is very important. Everyone in the chat, did you hit the thumbs up? Yes, so you can hit the thumbs up by smacking the 3 dots upper right, because I have noticed it's an issue with double tapping the screen sometime. So you do have two options: double tap the screen. But if you don't see that thumbs up light up, then go ahead and hit those 3 dots upper right, and please smack the thumbs up. And please, y'all, subscribe to the channel. We talk about politics and crime over here on MTGV Crime Podcast, and on MTGV Politics, we talk about politics and YouTube on members only. So if you are a content creator or want to become one, join my membership over there, and I can teach you the ropes on how to get started on YouTube. Okay, let's keep going. Please smack the thumbs up, y'all. Thank you for the 101 thumbs up over there. Can we get to 274, which is that how many people are watching over there? It's important, and no one is begging. No, it's an ask. I don't beg for anything. But if you feel like I'm begging and you don't like it, get the stepping, okay? God dang, the like button is free. It's free 99. Hit the thumbs up, please.
These things happen so fast, and you said in your head you weren't sure if it was real or not. I'm assuming you live in the state of Utah as well. You've likely heard gunshots before, rifle shots, buckshots, whatever it may be. It was unmistakable that what was happening as it occurred, right? But it happened so fast. Correct. I'm sure it could also be confusing.
Yeah, well, and people were just packed in. People were shoulder to shoulder in there. I mean, it was when I first got there, I couldn't even see the stage.
Wow.
And I said, hey, let me try to. It was just
couldn't even see the stage. It was that many people there, but this man is by himself. I ain't worried about nothing. I don't need no security or nothing. Like he needed the freaking National Guards behind him. From what I'm looking at, the kind of stuff that he was talking about. Let me put some more.
Me by myself, so I thought, let me try to maneuver my way down closer to the side, and so that's what I ended up doing. I was just completely to his left on the side wall, but got about 20 yards away. I mean, there was one person in front of me on the rail.
Yeah, and did the crowd seem welcoming? I mean, we see some red hats there. We know Charlie Kirk was a supporter of the president, one of his most vocal supporters. Was it?
I'm sure Gabrielle deserved everything BFF just gave her. F around and find out. Like, y'all can talk amongst each other. You don't have to be rude. Y'all can have y'all opinion about whatever, but don't come for me and don't be disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? It's okay to have your opinion, but grow the hell up or you will get put the F out.
Nanny boo boo. Lock his ass up. Lock his ass up. You're going to jail. You're going to jail.
Yeah, quit playing. Grow up now. Grow up. We all adults in here. Smack the thumbs up and enjoy the show. Thank you for tuning in, and please subscribe to the channel.
Sort of friendly to Charlie Kirk, or was it hostile?
I would say about 97, 98% friendly. There was a small faction up on a balcony with a trans flag and lots of different rainbow colored hairdos and, interesting looking characters, let's say, that were kind of barking back and yelling and shouting. But for the most part, I would say 97, 98%.
I know Gabrielle said something about me begging, so I think she got blocked for being disrespectful to the host. So, you can say whatever you want. Just don't talk too crazy, because YouTube will block you first. They will hold your comment, and you'll be typing that big long comment that nobody will be able to see. So you have to speak with sense. You have to misspell cuss words. Don't come for me at all, because if we see it, you will go. Be nice and courteous, but have your opinion. It's not hard being an adult. And thank you for your thumbs up and subscription.
Welcoming and friendly.
When we look at this shot right here that we're freezing because we don't want to show the moment that he was shot, but this is maybe a millisecond before that bullet apparently enters his neck. It doesn't look like he has anyone around him. I know you said there were people there that were sort of some kind of security, but at least around him, there was no sort of plexiglass, no kind of barrier. At least we can't see it. What do you remember seeing?
Nothing. I mean, maybe the closest individual was still, 20 feet away from him. I mean, he was just at his table and his chair so I'm actually surrounded by a bunch of SWAT. There's a bunch of SWAT people going through campus right now. I'm inside with a group of people that was pulled inside to give testimony and stuff like that. So
Justin, I do have another question
Wild
because
times here.
we don't know this area as well. You know, some of our viewers may not know this area as well. How far is the closest hospital, would you say, to the school?
Very close, actually. But couple miles. The Utah Valley Medical, it's one of the best hospitals outside of stuff in downtown Salt Lake, and that's just a couple miles away. So it's very close. You can drive there from here. If it's just me stopping at lights, I can get there in 5 minutes.
And then it has an emergency room.
Gotten there. Oh yeah, absolutely.
We thank you for watching, and remember, stay updated on breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or watch live on our YouTube channel.
Up here. Hold on, what they talking about right here? Hold on. Dang it. What the?
Vladimir Putin is sending drones over Poland. Benjamin Netanyahu is bombing Doha, Qatar. And you might remember
Hold on, y'all. We not trying to watch.
Qatar is the country that gave.
Hold on.
We have a witness now who's joining us by phone. His name is Justin Hickens. He apparently was at the scene of the shooting. Justin, what did you see?
This is CNN Breaking News.
We have breaking news to CNN. A source tells CNN that Trump ally and the founder of Turning Points USA, Charlie.
Okay, so I think I got some pictures that just uploaded in here. Let's see what we got here. So this is the picture I was talking about where the president has posted a picture of him and the guy together. And as y'all can see, y'all can have your opinion. Just be respectful and thank you. We greatly appreciate y'all being here, but act like you got some sense and home training. Okay, so that is something that Charlie posted once upon a time. That was his opinion about something. Oh, that's the one that I already read. This is him moments before it happened. He was in this position talking. You see that guy with the red hat. I could see him from the back. You could see where his mouth just opened and he went to turn. I'm sure he went to running immediately after that. And this is him at another event. And he kind of went back and sideways from like in that position with the mic in his hand. And so, I mean, I'm sure y'all see it somewhere on social media. We just cannot play that on YouTube at all. You see, it says Charlie Kirk says gun deaths unfortunately worth it to keep the Second Amendment rights. That is a picture of him. Okay, we did read that. And yeah, that's the president. Big up in him. That is his right-hand guy. He really cares about the guy, I guess. I don't know how long he's been rocking with Trump, but he definitely got a boost. I'm interested to know who did this. Who did this?
Kirk was shot at an event on a college campus in Utah.
And the extent of Kirk's injuries at this point are not immediately clear. Let's talk now with CNN's Kristen Holmes. We have CNN political director David Chalian with us as well. Kristen, what can you tell us?
Brianna and Boris, I want to be very clear. I cannot tell you that much right now because this is a very fluid situation. People are still trying to figure out the details, the extent of the injury, and what exactly unfolded on that Utah campus. As we have reported, Charlie Kirk is a close ally of President Trump's. Not only that, he is somebody who helped him get elected this cycle. He is often seen here at the White House. He runs Turning Point USA, which is a youth organization where he's tried to galvanize thousands of voters, Republican voters. He's also a controversial figure at times. He goes into these various college campuses, pushes conservative issues, gets into heated back and forth often with these students on these college campuses. But of course, none of that is violent. This is the first time we've seen this kind of reaction, obviously. So what we know right now, everyone is monitoring the situation. He was shot during this event.
Okay, so what we do know is the conservative activist Charlie Kirk was shot and killed triggers at an event he was hosting at a Utah Valley University in Orem. The president initially confirmed his death, and video circulating online shows the recoiling after the fire is heard, right? And then, dang, they even said it with the pouring from the neck. I don't want to be too graphic here, but that is what we are talking about. So it says, "Do you run?" Witnesses who took cover after it. So Taylor Dirk Doofer and his wife Haley were about 30 feet from Kirk when the fatal gunshot rang out, and the first reaction in the crowd near them was to get down. We heard the fire and people started dropping. They told NBC Time during the live coverage today. He said his biggest concern was laying on top of his wife to protect her. I looked over and I saw him as he was falling out of his chair, and I saw the blood coming down from the neck, Doofer said. It was just people panicking, kind of chaos all around. So Birmingham said at first, she questioned what the sound was. And then a man in front of them started pushing people down, saying, "Everyone get down, everyone get down. That's a gunshot." And then next thing you know, you're just trying to look for your exits, right? And that's one thing to think about too. Anytime I go to an event, the first thing I'm looking for is the exits, the most clearest route, and all of that. I do not like being in big crowds personally. I'd rather watch this event on TV, concert, whatever it is, especially in this day and time. But this is what he did. He wanted all the smoke. This is what we're learning. I knew nothing about this guy until today. I'm learning with everybody else that might not know. And but yeah, so they said, and then the next thing you know, you're just trying to look for your exits. Birmingham said he's staying down. I mean, he's saying to stay down, but do you run? Do you stay down? Do you crawl? You don't know what to do. Okay, so the couple are fans of Charlie Kirk. So are their kids. Wow. So he's rallying up all the youth. That's what I'm hearing. Doofer said everyone in the crowd was having a good time. It makes me angry. I don't get angry about it. I mean, it makes me angry. I do get very angry about it. That someone could have this much hate inside of them as they want to take somebody out of this world, Doofer said. So it's just sad as well, because our world is so divided at the moment. That's a fact, he said. And this kind of stuff helps divide it even more. These type of rallies, I mean, in my opinion. And I feel like people just need to get along, she said. Okay, so the White House lowers their flag half-staff in honor of Kirk. And I'm looking to hear them say something. So it says the White House lowered the flag to half-staff within an hour after Trump confirmed Kirk's death. Trump also suggested on Truth Social that all American flags throughout the country should be lowered. Okay, that is his boy right there, in honor of Charlie Kirk. A truly great American patriot. I am ordering all American flags throughout the United States lowered to half-mast until Sunday evening at 6 p.m. This is what Trump wrote, okay? And that was 14 minutes ago. 35 minutes ago, it was posted, and this is coming from the NBC, that he was murdered by gunpoint at the Utah University. Okay, and he is the spokesperson for Turning Point USA, confirmed in a statement. I mean, he is the CEO of that. But a spokesperson said in NBC News, "We ask that everyone keep his family and loved ones in your prayers," the organization said. "We ask that you please respect their privacy and dignity in this time." Okay, so let me go back to this video right quick, and I'm gonna find an updated video. Matter of fact, let me see what y'all are saying. What do y'all think about what y'all hearing right now? And do we have any Charlie Kirk fans? I wonder. Civil War, somebody. I mean, that's been since 2020. I've been feeling that way. And yeah. So I personally believe you are exactly correct, said to Dean. Welcome in, Brandon. Welcome in, everybody. Prayers aren't working. Shout out to Forensic Account. Shout out to my member in the building. God wanted him to shut the hell up. Jersey Mike said. Shout out to Jersey Mike. These people are real clowns. Charlie taught hatred. Wow, yes. Why he wasn't a veteran or that's that exactly, BFF. Like you got a valid point. I did not read anywhere that he was in the military, but he is a soldier for President Donald Trump. That is what I'm hearing. So because he is a soldier for President Donald Trump, he deserves the flag half staff. Did everybody lower your flags? Did anybody in the chat lower your flag? Let me know. Okay, and all right, so we are getting the latest updated news. Let's see what the AP is saying. Okay, I don't know. And they are still saying, the suspect has not been arrested. We're gonna go back to NBC because everybody wants a payment. So let's see what the BBC has to say. Conservative Charlie Kirk has died after being shot. Okay, Kirk, an influential ally of President Trump, was known for holding outside debates on campus. The great and even legendary Charlie Kirk is dead. Like Trump, right? This is what he writes. And no one understood or had the heart of the youth like him. So police are still looking for the attacker and are going building to building to evacuate people. A suspect was taken into custody but has been released. So multiple sources say the shots was fired from an academic building around 100 to 200 yards away. Kirk's wife and 2 young children were on campus, a senator said. So one video shows Kirk, who was 31, being asked about mass firings before it happened. Okay, and then Kirk, who founded conservative groups Turning Point USA at the age of 18, was close to the president and his family. In January, he flew to Greenland with the president, Donald Trump Jr., they say. Oh. So just reported 3 minutes ago. Okay, they're saying shots were fired from a roof on the campus building, sources say. Okay, so now we have another roof. We had the roof when the president got fired upon on the ear and all that. Now this person did not miss. You know what I'm saying? They did not miss. Wow. But it says this person was on a building he was on a building, elevated position in a academic building, either from the rooftop or an open window. A source now tells our U.S. partner CBS that the attacker appears to have fired from the roof of the school's Lucy Center, or Lose Center, spelled Losee. Wow, that is breaking right now, according to what I'm reading here. Okay, so let's keep this going. People, yes, these people are real clowns. Charlie taught hatred. Okay, so let's move this. And another white man shooting at people, allegedly. And triggers, because black and white now is trigger words, I guess. Like, come on. I don't know. Right now, we don't know who did it. If it was a Democrat, an immigrant, a black person, a one of his own. I mean, a supporter, a non-supporter, someone who hated Trump. We don't know. Okay, but what we do know is this man, he has a lot of smoke and he had no security. People coming to this event said that they did not have to have security. They didn't have to walk past no type of security to get into this event. And that is crazy in itself.
This Utah campus, and they are still unclear what exactly the extent of those injuries is. There are a lot of videos circulating right now on social media that are showing the crowds running away after gunshots went off. But again, we are still going through all of this and talking to sources to figure out what exactly happened and how Kirk is doing at this time.
Kristen, please stand by. David, as we work to confirm some of these videos that are circulating online and we try to get an awareness of the status of Kirk's health, it's important to step back and point out the impact that he's had in recent years on politics, and certainly conservative politics. He's turned this sort of grassroots organization, Turning Points USA, into a juggernaut when it comes to connecting youth conservatives and the conservative agenda on college campuses.
Without a doubt. I mean, first, let me say my prayers are with Charlie Kirk right now, and I'm sure everybody watching feels the same. This is horrific.
I'm trying to find a new video to play, but I'm looking. I happen to click off, and the first thing I see is his YouTube channel. This man, Charlie Kirk, he has 3.889 million subscribers on his YouTube channel. His last post was 8 hours ago, and it says Charlie Kirk hands out huge L's at the University of California in San Diego. So I guess that's where he was at right before this.
Too much about libs on Reddit. I care about normal people, so.
No, but
I mean, you did bring up Reddit. I'm sorry. You're like.
No, I guess that's true. No, and I guess
so
maybe
these people are not well socially adjusted, right? I talk to the 90% of the American people that actually want to make something of their life and have kids and.
No, and I couldn't agree more with that stance. I guess maybe stepping away from Reddit, it's to me the people on this campus. This is a school I go to, and almost everyone I'm surrounded with has a completely different view from me. And
Not everybody.
No, and this is but the people here, to find them, it feels like you're sifting through a needle in a haystack.
You want a hat?
Sure.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Oh.
Thank you. Next question. Disagreements, come to the front of the line. Yes.
Man, when you backed by the president, you can do all this. This man bring out the crowd, okay, at universities, and wow. Listen, when I tell you the Trump administration has everything covered, okay, yeah, it's a lot going on, and we gonna keep on reporting what we see. Let's go. Let's see what else he does.
Things like that. Let's
see.
So once they are here, what kind of harm are they actually doing? When you look at the numbers,
a lot.
No.
Okay, so I just want to point out again, this was a video he posted 8 hours ago, and on his channel, it was about 1 hour and 48 minutes long. I just want to hear his most recent points here. Again, he's at the University of California in San Diego.
Black wages have gone down.
Okay, in Texas,
DUIs have gone up dramatically.
Wait, let me see what this guy question is. Hold on.
Okay, so
I'm.
If I say all of them with no interruptions? Okay, cool. So, first, illegal immigrants power our economy. They're 50% of U.S. farm workers, harvesting the food on our tables, and fill 70% of construction.
Y'all, please smack the thumbs up. Please, we have a goal of 500 thumbs up. We actually can get that. If everybody tuning in right now, we have 585 people in here. Between the two channels, can everybody at the sound of my voice please support the host and smack the thumbs up and subscribe if you have not. Thank you.
States like Texas, they pay $13 billion
smack
annually.
the thumbs up by hitting the 3 dots upper right and hit the like button, or you can double tap the screen, but it really wasn't working that well, so please hit the 3 dots upper right to smack the thumbs up.
Taxes, including $2 billion to Social Security that they can't claim. Deporting them would slash agriculture output by 60 billion and raise food prices by 6%. Why gut our farms and wallets when these workers fuel our prosperity? That's my
Thank you,
first point.
BFF.
Second point, they strengthen our communities with lower crime rates. So in Texas, undocumented immigrants have a 26 lower percent homicide conviction rates. So, which is 2.2 per 100,000 versus 3 for native-born citizens. Nationally, immigrants are incarcerated at half the rate of native-born, where it's 0.85% versus 1.71%. That's according to Bureau of Justice Statistics from 2019. So if safety is your goal.
So because there was a lot of issues, and I'm gonna let this guy finish, but there was a lot of issues that he had, right? And it's all the things that Trump got getting rid of in the process of or already did. So if y'all had to guess, who would you think would be responsible for this? Do you think it was, all the, like I said, immigrant, black person, shoot, what else? Non-Trump supporter. Who do y'all think may be responsible for this? What group of people? That is my question. Okay, and let me let him finish.
Why deport people who make our streets safer? This is my third point. Mass deportation tears apart American families. Over 4.4 million U.S. citizens, children have an undocumented parent, and in Texas, 1 in 7 kids.
Somebody said the gloves are off. Why are the gloves off? Was he a leader of something else that they not talking about? Somebody said an old white liberal male did it. White folk did it. Listen. I don't know, but he got a lot of. Victoria said YT, which means YouTube to me, but I know what you mean, YT. And so the hateful left are responsible for it. 1 in 1,000 boys were born with XXY. Shooters still at large. Yes, that is what they are saying. That is the last update I got as far as that. But let's keep going.
Mixed status household. Okay, this is my fourth point. Deportation is a fiscal nightmare. Removing 11 million people would cost 315 to 400 billion, more than the entire Homeland Security budget, and shrink our GDP by 1.7 trillion over 10 years. And this is my last point. Our immigration system is broken, pushing people to cross illegally. Visa waits Mexicans can exceed 20 years, and the asylum blockage is 1.3 million cases, with hearings 4 to 6 years out.
Let's sit this down.
Okay. You done? That's pretty much it.
Let's see what he
All
got
right,
to
so
say.
without looking at the phone, look at me. What should the penalty be for breaking into America?
I think there should be a system where it's more merit-based. So if this person...
No penalty. So what is the penalty? So what should happen to you?
It's not a felony. It's a misdemeanor.
No, it is. That's not true. It's 8 U.S.C. 1312. You can look it up right now.
It's a felony if it's done twice. If you try to
that's not correct.
That is correct.
That is not correct.
I googled it.
To illegally go across the southern border with the well intent to come into harbor yourself into the interior of the United States, the violation of 8 U.S.C. 1312, which is a felony in the federal criminal code. Now, it can be enforced as a misdemeanor, or it can be upwards to 5 years in prison. Now, I want to know, since it's a felony, law in the books, 8 U.S.C. 1312, what should the penalty be?
Well, in my opinion, these kinds of laws are usually they're
Okay, come on, y'all, on the Make This Go Viral Crime Podcast side. Can y'all please get the thumbs up? I see 286 people in here, and we only have 91 thumbs up, but 469 people watching total. So if you have not hit those 3 dots on the upper right, please do that and smack the thumbs up. Support the host, support the content, support the channel. That's his shot, Bradley said. Parties aside, he was a human. I don't care for either party, but regardless, he didn't deserve to be unalive. Praying for his family. Shout out to Emily. Thank you so much for leaving a comment and for having a heart. I'm not an illa myself. I'm reporting what's going on. I don't know the guy before today. R.I.P. Charlie, you're in heaven now, brother. But I hear the things that he is talking about, and this stuff will definitely put you on a lot of people's radar. I'm talking about to the point where you have no idea where this is coming from, because so many issues are a issue with him and what he represents, and he fully support Trump. So I'm guessing y'all don't like Trump because he is following him. He is being pushed by the White House, according to what I just heard.
They're what do you call it? They're sorry. Usually the like the sorry. Wait, sorry. Can I check my phone real quick? I apologize. Can you repeat the question? Sorry.
What should the penalty be?
I feel bad for him
someone
because
that
he had a lovely
breaks
wife and
or
2 great
comes
kids.
into America illegally? What should the penalty be?
I think there should be a merit system where the people. Okay, the
Not
penalty.
answer.
All right, let's.
That's not the answer. It's a very simple moral and legal question.
Okay.
What
sure.
should the penalty be if you come into America illegally?
Okay, so since it's a misdemeanor, not a felony, misdemeanors
I
are.
just
that's
told
not
you it's
true.
not 8. You can look up on
That's
your
not
chat
true.
GPT. What is
Yeah,
8 USC? Look up what is 8 USC 1312.
No, I know. I've already looked it up.
Yes, when
it's your second time crossing the border illegally, then it becomes a felony.
It can be, and it is enforced as a felony, and it usually is done as a misdemeanor citation because no one has the stones to do 20 million felony, applications.
Okay.
So I just want to ask, what should the penalty be then for someone that comes into this country illegally?
Usually, there's 3 ways that go about this when there's a penalty. There's either like a fine, or there's some kind of like public service that this person does, or you send them back. But
send them back. I agree. That's what we should do.
Okay. So this is interesting. So one of the statistics that I read said that illegal immigrants don't cause as much like. They don't break the law as often as people who are native born.
Well, hold on,
that is statistic.
But
time out.
But every single one of them are criminals. They're all criminals.
Okay, sure. By law. By law.
No,
by law, of course. Of course they are.
So if they commit less crime and they're all criminals, wait a second. By definition, they all have broken the law by being here, and they break the law every day by staying here because you're actually not allowed to stay here either. You know that. So every day you're here, you're actually continually breaking the law. You
They'll
can't
have a
break in
press
or harbor.
conference
That's
soon.
what the federal law says. So by breaking in, it's not just the only law they broke. Every second you remain here, you're also breaking the law. So that statistic is invalidated by just them breathing here. They're breaking the law.
No, of course not. Of course not. So of course it makes.
We have a witness now who's joining us by phone. His name is
Obviously, but once they're so once they're here,
Justin Hickens. He apparently was at the scene of the shooting. Justin, what did?
No, that's not true. Okay,
Black wages have gone down.
Okay, in Texas,
DUIs have gone up dramatically.
Try not to interrupt, bro.
Well,
Okay,
hold on. I'm interjecting, and I let you go uninterrupted with your whole soliloquy,
true,
right?
yeah,
So let me ask you a question now.
Okay.
So, if it is correct that illegal aliens commit less crimes, which of course it's not correct.
That is correct. Look it up. In
But
Texas, they made a study in 2019. 26% are lower.
Any crime? It's just not correct. But I'm not going to debate that. It's. I just proved it at its face because they commit a crime by being here every day. That is a crime.
Okay, once they are here, what kind of crimes are they committing? Which is
okay. Well,
they're.
What I find so crazy is like the last administration. Oh, let them all in, no matter what, at a ridiculous rate. Then the next presidency come through and it's like, oh, none, it's illegal immediately. Is real confusing right now, right? That's very confusing. They let them in. Now they have a job to get them out. It all is just crazy to me. It's all politics.
26%.
Do you know the name?
What the hell is happening here?
No, educate me.
Oh, you don't?
No.
Dang.
Do you know? Wow. Do you know the name Rachel Morin?
No, I don't.
Wow.
Educate me. What
so Laken Riley was a girl at the University of Georgia.
Now, what I find crazy, Laken Riley, I mean, is that the only one that they have to compare? Seriously, because that's all that I've heard. I'm sure more people was unalived. Of course, it's a story that I'm going to be covering soon. What's her name? Dakara. that they found unalived, and they saying an immigrant did this, and I just want to get into that story to try to find out what's going on with that. But I'm sure that is more than just Lake and Riley that they can talk about that has been attacked by an immigrant. But that's all that I hear.
There was a peeping Tommy, illegal alien, that was
And
deported
that
5
one.
times prior, and Biden kept on letting him back in. He hunted her down, raped her, sodomized her.
Triggers. They should have never. The floodgates should have never been open. It don't make sense at all. Okay, now I see why I don't see this. Okay. Hold on, y'all. Now I see. Let's keep
Murdered
this
her
going.
on a hiking trail, University of Georgia.
Okay, so
Rachel,
one person doesn't represent
hold
all
on a
illegal
second.
immigrants.
Every person who is killed by an illegal alien is one that should not happen. Every single one.
Of course, and also the ones that are native born.
Everyone.
As
And so
well as
that's the
ones who are
point.
native born.
Is that it's not a matter of the
As well as people who are
rate.
native born.
The rate, even if I accept your premise, which is incorrect, the rate is irrelevant. The number is what's relevant. There should be zero illegal aliens. There should be zero Americans being killed by illegals. Not to mention, there's 6 other problems with the illegal aliens. They steal social security numbers. They depress wages. They are heavily involved. By the way, not to mention, a lot of people that cross on the southern border are also smuggling girls, weapons, and drugs alongside the southern border when they come. It's the largest slavery operation in American history that many illegal aliens help make possible on the southern border. And I guess the final question I'll have is, should a government serve its citizens first and foremost?
Yeah, of course. Well, okay, there's been many people who are like very political leaders who have said that this place is built off of immigrants.
Oh, is it? Wait, hold on. Let's think about that.
Sure.
First of all, it's legal, not illegal. But was America founded by immigrants or settlers?
Settlers.
That's not an immigrant.
Yeah. Okay.
An
Well, that's not
immigrant
my point. My point is that
just
people
brought up the nation built by immigrants.
Yeah,
We're actually not.
because the political leaders have said that this place is built.
Yeah, and they're
from
wrong.
They're wrong. Political
Yes.
leaders are wrong. George W.
Yes.
Bush is wrong. All these political
Yes.
leaders have built
Yes.
American
By the way, the
lives.
first person to say that was
How is that wrong? When illegal
Hold on.
immigrants make, they grow the economy.
Okay,
Statistically,
allow me to build it out for you.
Sure.
Immigrants have helped at times in American history, but we are first and foremost a nation founded by settlers. Immigrants come to a country already built. Settlers come to a barren place and build something new.
Right.
This land was barren when people came. In the 1840s gold rush, this was not an easy place to live.
Yeah.
California was not exactly industrialized. There was not immigrants coming west to California. Those were settlers building a new place around, Western values. Finally, I would just ask the question, do you see a moral distinction between a legal immigrant and an illegal immigrant?
Well, the argument is that they're cutting in line. Like, their argument is that they're cutting in line in the 20-year process that it would take for someone to cross illegally.
It's not 20.
At most, it's 20. Right now, there's around like 1.2 million people who are currently waiting that would take 6 to 7 years for a hearing.
And by the way, no one has a right to come to this country,
Of
just
course,
to be
wait,
clear.
let me stay on track of what I was going to say. Okay, so people who come here, usually, almost all the time when they come here, they benefit society. There's studies that have done this.
Not necessarily.
Okay, not necessarily, but overall,
I don't know what's going on with this audio over here, but we're gonna have to find something else. But this is live, and it says it's a press conference, but I'm not straining my ears to listen to nothing. We can't do it.
But no, I fundamentally disagree with that.
You can't disagree with a fact.
Hold on. Do you think Elon Omar has enriched the United States of America?
I don't know who.
Do you think Rashida Tlaib? I mean, I could go through person by person.
Sorry, I don't know these people. Are these people who have are illegal immigrants that have caused harm?
Yeah. If you don't know, I don't mean to pick on you. It's fine.
Okay.
But I guess the final question is: do you have any concern that there are too many people coming into this country, and we're a nation of strangers, not a nation of neighbors?
If the people who are coming are creating America, making it more growing, like the economy is growing, then what harm is that doing? Especially if the people who are coming
more than an economy, though, aren't we? We're a culture. We're a language.
Yeah,
we're
of course.
people.
Okay, so let's talk about that front. When they come here, they don't have any kind of. They're not committing more crimes than the people who are already here. That is a
We've already dispelled that, but
that is not. You can't
in
dispel a
California.
statistic.
Let's
What are
take
you talking
California.
about?
Do you think there's anything wrong that a majority of young people in California speak Spanish, not English?
Wait, sorry. Can you say that?
Do you think there's anything wrong or troubling to the fact that a majority of people under the age of 30 here in the States speak Spanish, not English? Is there a problem with that?
Well, yeah, everyone should be able to have a ability to communicate with the rest of the crowd. So I don't know what the big issue of that.
See, I think it's a huge problem when we have a nation where you can't communicate with your fellow neighbor.
Simple solution: teach them how to speak English. What is your
yeah,
point?
and our schools don't do that actually. And also, have a better solution.
Yeah.
Don't import a bunch of people that don't speak English.
You mean importing people who actually grow the economy?
Well, but,
who
again,
don't.
I reject your premise. And
That's not a premise. That's a study that's been done.
Do you know what a premise is? I don't actually care as much about economic growth because we're one nation under. We're one nation under GDP. We're not one nation under GDP. We're a nation under God.
Put a 1 in the chat if you agree with this guy, Charlie, and the talking points that he made. Put a 2 in the chat if you do not. I'm just trying to see where the crowd is at. I haven't gotten around to do the poll because I'm too busy trying to find a press conference we can listen to. A 1 in the chat. Ryan put a 1. Thank you, Ryan. Yeah, put a 1 in the chat if you support Charlie Kirk's, and put a 2 in the chat if you do not. Put a 3 in the chat if today is your first time hearing about Charlie Kirk. And I'll keep him talking.
When we lose social cohesion and you import a bunch of people that don't share our values, that don't necessarily always assimilate, that's a major and serious problem. And we are a people first and foremost with a creed, and that creed is falling apart. Mass migration has not helped that creed. Yes, they might buy more trinkets. They might help depress wages. Mass migration, of course, can help.
All good things, all great things for America.
They help major corporations, but you know what they also do? They keep down the wages of working people. If you are a plumber, yes, of course. If you think about it, if you're a plumber, electrician, or a welder, and you have to compete against someone from Nicaragua who's willing to do it for $5 less an hour, that depresses the wages of the American citizen.
Right. Yeah, so there's been studies that done that also like counteract that. Illegal immigrants.
Well, let's use our reason.
Let's use our studies.
Let's use our reason.
Statistics.
How about our reason? So we've had mass migration for 20 years. Have wages gone up?
Okay, here we go, y'all. I think we got one.
I don't know.
No, they haven't actually. So forget your studies. For 10 years, we've had 30 million people come into America. Wages have gone down dramatically.
Yeah.
Maybe there's a reason why.
Okay.
Utah Department of Public Safety will be co-leading this criminal investigation.
Okay, hold on, y'all. We got one.
To find this killer, along with the Federal Bureau of
They
Investigation.
talking low too.
We're working in unison with the County Sheriff's Office, the local police department, and the University Police Department, all of which have been very cooperative and fully engaged in this process.
All the way up.
Shortly after the shooting, we did have a suspect in custody, George Zinn, but he was released from custody after we identified that he did not.
Hold on. Start at the very beginning. I don't think we missed much. We didn't.
Thank you for being here. At this press conference, we will first hear from Utah Department of Public Safety Commissioner Bo Mason. Then we'll hear from the FBI Special Agent in Charge, Robert Bowles. We'll then hear from Utah Valley University Vice President Val Peterson, who's been in touch with President Jimenez. And then we'll hear from Governor Cox. I'll turn the time over to Commissioner Mason.
Y'all, please smack the thumbs up, support the content and the host. Subscribe also. Thank y'all for tuning in. Let's get the details.
Hello, everyone.
As much as they'll give.
I'm Bo Mason, Commissioner for the Utah Department of Public Safety. Today at approximately 12:20 Mountain Standard Time, political influencer Charlie Kirk was shot at an event at the Utah Valley University. He was taken by private vehicle to Timpanogos Hospital, where he later passed. The Utah Department of Public Safety will be co-leading this criminal investigation to find this killer, along with the Federal Bureau of Investigation. We're working in unison with the County Sheriff's Office, the local police department, and the University Police Department, all of which have been very cooperative and fully engaged in this process. Shortly after the shooting, we did have a suspect in custody, George Zinn, but he was released from custody after we identified that he did not match the shooting suspect and was not an accurate person of interest. However, he has been booked into the county jail by Utah Valley University Police Department for obstruction of justice. We do still have an active investigation for the person of interest. This incident occurred with a large crowd around. There was one shot fired and one victim. While the suspect is at large, we believe this was a targeted attack towards one individual. This is a tragic moment in our state and in our country. As we heal, we encourage everyone who is struggling with news of the incident to call 988, our state mental health crisis line. In addition to that, our partners with the FBI will also be discussing other ways we can communicate through the public for tips and other information. Thank you.
Good afternoon. On behalf of the FBI, we extend our sincerest condolences to the family and friends of Charlie Kirk. Our thoughts are also with the people who witnessed this traumatic event. We know that what you experienced was very difficult. Our thoughts are with you as well. As soon as we heard about the shooting, special agents and personnel from the Salt Lake Field Office responded immediately. We have full resources devoted to this investigation, including tactical, operational, investigative, and intelligence. To be clear, the FBI will fully support and co-lead this investigation alongside with our partners. We are working on setting up a digital media tip line, and as soon as it's established, we'll get that information out to everyone. I know there's a lot of questions. This is very much an active case, and this investigation is in its early stages. We are following all the leads and all the evidence. If anyone has any information, please report it to the FBI or local law enforcement. Thank you.
On behalf of President Jimenez, who we've been communicating with, and she's on her way back right now, I say that on behalf of Utah Valley University, we are shocked and saddened by the tragic passing of Charlie Kirk. We express our sincere condolences to the Kirk family. We grieve with our students, faculty, and staff who bore witness to this unspeakable tragedy. He was invited by the student group Turning Point USA to speak on our campus. We firmly believe that UVU is a place to share ideas and to debate openly and respectfully. Any attempt to infringe on those rights has no place here. We do not condone any form of violence at UVU and seek to make our campus a safe place for all.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us on this dark and tragic occasion. I want to thank our law enforcement officers who are leading this investigation, starting with Chief Long and his response here with the UVU Police Department. We're grateful for your leadership and your team. And again, to the speakers that you've just heard from who are co-leading this investigation. I also want to recognize Sheriff Mike Smith, who has been an invaluable partner as this investigation moves forward. I've been in touch with President Trump, with FBI Director Kash Patel. We are completely aligned with our state and federal partners as we work through this case. Now, this is a dark day for our state. It's a tragic day for our nation. I want to be very clear that this is a political assassination. We are celebrating 250 years of the founding of this great nation. That founding document, the Declaration of Independence, that this great experiment on which we embarked together 250 years ago, that we are endowed by our Creator with certain unalienable rights. The first one of those is life. And today, a life was taken. Charlie Kirk was first and foremost a husband and a dad to two young children. He was also very much politically involved, and that's why he was here on campus. Charlie believed in the power of free speech and debate
to shape ideas, and to persuade people. Historically, our university campuses in this nation and here in the state of Utah have been the place where truth and ideas are formulated and debated. And that's what he does. He comes on college campuses and he debates. That is foundational to the formation of our country, to our most basic constitutional rights. And when someone takes the life of a person because of their ideas or their ideals, then that very constitutional foundation is threatened. Now, we have a person of interest in custody. The investigation is ongoing. But I want to make it crystal clear right now.
So they got
to
the old
whoever
guy?
did this, we will find you.
Wait a minute
We will
now.
try you. And we will hold you accountable to the furthest extent of the law. And I just want to remind people that we still have the death penalty here in the state of Utah. Our nation is broken. We've had
It's been
political
broken.
assassinations recently
Been
in
broken.
Minnesota. We had an attempted assassination on the governor of Pennsylvania. And we had an attempted assassination on a presidential candidate and former president of the United States, and now current president of the United States. Nothing I say can unite us as a country. Nothing I can say right now can fix what is broken. Nothing I can say can bring back Charlie Kirk. Our hearts are broken. We mourn with his wife, his children, his family, his friends. We mourn as a nation. If anyone in the sound of my voice celebrated even a little bit at the news of this shooting, I would beg you to look in the mirror and to see if you can find a better angel in there somewhere. I don't care what his politics are. I care that he was an American. We desperately need our country. We desperately need leaders in our country. But more than the leaders, we just need every single person in this country to think about where we are and where we want to be. To ask ourselves, is this it? Is this what 250 years has wrought on us? I pray that that's not the case. I pray that those who hated what Charlie Kirk stood for will put down their social media and their pens and pray for his family, and that all of us will try to find a way to stop hating our fellow Americans. With that, we're happy to take a few questions.
The FBI director is posting that a suspect is in custody. I would just like clarification. Do you or do you not have a suspected shooter in custody?
We have a person of interest in custody that is being interviewed right now. We do.
So it's the old man.
That is not George Zinn.
Oh, not okay. Another person.
Yes, we are actively looking for anyone and everyone who has any possible information relating to the shooting.
Can you tell us details about the suspect being taken into custody? Where? How long ago?
We cannot at this point, but we will get you that information when we can.
Is there believed to be a second individual involved in the shooting?
At this point, there is no information that would lead us to believe that there is a second person involved.
Can you guys talk about the possible shooter?
Do you want to talk about what we know there? Yeah.
The only information we have on the suspect, the possible shooter, is taken from closed circuit TV here on campus. We do have that. We're analyzing it, but it is security camera footage, so you can kind of guess what the quality of that is. But we do know dressed in all dark clothing, but we don't have a much better description other than that. The shot came from here on campus, from a location at a potentially from a roof, yes. A longer distance shot from a roof.
So that was true.
That's what we're trying to decipher right now.
So did FBI or DHS have anything on the threat report?
I can't speak.
I'll just say that the investigation's ongoing, and as soon as we have further information, we will be sure to release it.
Any indications toward intelligence involved?
As of now, I can't comment on any of that.
Can you talk a little about the security of the event itself? But who was there security-wise, and what happens on these kinds of events?
So my name is Jeff Long. I'm the police chief here at UVU, and I'll tell you right now, we're devastated. We're a small police department. We have a very large campus. We have over 40,000 students, and we love our students. We love our visitors, and we're devastated by what happened today. This is the police chief's nightmare. I'm very saddened for the Kirk family. I know his wife and parents found out about this. You know, obviously he's away from home. He's here in Utah. They find out by a police officer that visits their home. That's tragic. Nobody wants that. But I can tell you about our venue today. This was an open venue. This was outside. We did have 6 officers working that event. We had probably over 3,000 people that were in attendance. It sat down in kind of a bowl area here on the central campus. We have a waterfall area. And so he was kind of in a lower area, surrounded by buildings. You know, we had some plainclothes police officers that were in the crowd as well. You know, we train for these things, and you think you have things covered, and you know, these things, you know, unfortunately, they happen. You try to get your bases covered, and unfortunately today we didn't. And because of that, we had this tragic incident. So we did have officers there. We had Charlie Kirk's team. He has a security team that travels with him, and they were here with him when he was shot.
Was the gun recovered?
I'm sorry, see?
Was the weapon recovered?
At this point, I can't disclose that.
Why not?
Say the question again. I don't know if I understand what you're saying.
When Charlie Kirk was shot, he was answering a question about mass shootings specifically. Was that person apprehended, and do you know who asked that question?
I do not. We do not have that at this moment.
Interesting.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have time for just one more question, so thank you.
Yeah, a question for the chief as well. Was it your team or Kirk's team, or a combination of both, that kind of set the security protocol for the event?
So we work together. You know, he has his team, and they do this all over the country. We all know that. This is not uncommon for them. They're very comfortable on campuses, and I was coordinating with his lead security guy, and so yeah, we were working together.
Was this a sharpshooter type shot?
Ladies and gentlemen, that's those are all the questions that will be answered.
Dang.
Again, thank you for covering this. We will be updating you as soon as we have additional information through normal channels, working with law enforcement. Again, our deepest condolences to the Kirk family and to the students who were there today. I would just ask everyone everywhere to please pray for their family and pray for our country. We need it now more than ever. Thank you.
Dang, so that's it. That is it. What do y'all think about what y'all just heard there? R.I.P. Charlie, somebody said. Was he one of the ones to make fun of politicians after they got attacked in the homes? Not even bothered. Oh, let's see what this guy is saying. If we can hear him. Or are they about to leave? They ain't talking about nothing. Okay, so let's see. I see right here that Kennedy posted something. So this guy, we hear his talking points. We see that he's fully supported by the White House. Let me see. Why is it taking so long to pop up here? Okay, so there's another picture with him. He is of him. He is all the way in good, right? And then this is the other thing that he posted. This is what he posted with it, Kennedy. Let me go to it because I cannot see it right now. But he said once again, hold on, it's gonna refresh my dang on page. Hold on, y'all. But y'all see it though. Y'all see it. I don't know why. It's a lot of people talking about this on social media. I'ma definitely look to see what everybody is saying and also what y'all are saying. Okay, let me go to here right quick and then I'm gonna go back to that. Okay. Matter of fact, let me look on my other device because I cannot see it. Let's see. He pinned something to his page 6 hours ago. He is all over social media and he posted 6 hours ago. He pinned something. Let me see, what is this? Just a flag flaring and probably talking about what he's about to go do. We don't have to live this way. He posted about that one guy. Okay, there was a guy that attacked a woman on the train in North Carolina. He posted 5 hours ago. If we want things to change, it's 100% necessary to politicize the senseless murder of this lady because it was politics that allowed a savage monster with 14 priors to be free on the streets. And people are saying that it's propaganda and all of that.
Of course, if a random white person on a subway took out a knife and stabbed a black girl senselessly to death.
See, I'm telling y'all, the world is black and white only. You see the comparison that he just used.
There would be massive media coverage. There would be policy changes. There would be people.
So his whole thing is saying that they don't televise their crimes, but they televise ours. And I mean, we have been saying that for a long time, that they push the black crimes, black on black crimes. They act like things don't happen in other places, but he's specifically talking about black on white crimes. Like, I mean, I don't know. I don't have the stats on all of this, but we know crime happens everywhere. But we also know that it is definitely a lot of hate in the world today that we live in. People are I mean, we making America great again, right? We going backwards. We can see what's happening. So I never heard of the man. Who is he? I had never heard of him either, OG Jamel, but this man is all good with the president. They stand 10 toes down with him. He has debates at universities and he's very divisive with the things that he's talking about. I mean, he's pushing what the president is pushing. I can't say nothing more. It's unsettling because, but just looking at it though, y'all, the Democrats, all of this stuff was allowed for the next president to be able to push them out and go further with it using this stuff as an example. Is crazy.
Having to apologize for this. We saw this in George Floyd, and yet, for whatever reason, this situation has not garnered even a fraction of that kind of outrage or backlash.
And see, yeah, I heard that BFF mentioned that he said something about George Floyd. Oh, and he also shared what he's talking about that. But we see, and then wait, murder versus Van. So he's on another show. He was on CNN. This was 8 hours ago. The Daily Caller posted this. Let's see what he's saying on CNN.
Against black.
A war of words has erupted between Charlie Kirk and CNN's esteemed intellectual Van Jones over the Charlotte stabbing. Let's get into it.
The narrative that they have pushed forward in the last 10 years is that there is a relentless assault against black people on behalf of white people. And the data does not show that. In fact, it's the exact opposite. White individuals are actually more likely to be attacked, especially even per capita, by black individuals in this country.
People like Charlie Kirk, Van, they've been looking for opportunities
Criminalize all black folks.
to make this some sort of like reciprocal George Floyd situation. And
the truth is, murders happen everywhere. I don't care what race you are, but they do seem to push black crimes, but we already know that. It's always been like that, right? It's always been like that.
That's the part that I think he's almost giving away the game, and it's sad to see a lot of people going along with it.
We don't know why that man did what he did. And for Charlie Kirk to say, we know he did it because she's white, when there's no evidence of that, it's just pure race mongering, hate mongering. It's wrong.
All right,
and,
time out.
And they're talking about on the recent North Carolina.
I swear, it's amazing how uninformed these people that do these shows are. But let's clue Van into the obvious here before we continue.
I don't know what video this is.
To murder a black man on live television, the whole world saw.
According to the courts, yes, a murder. But according to our 2 eyes and functioning brain, a fentanyl overdose by a low-life criminal. But go on.
Triggers.
It's about the fact that we don't know how to deal with people who are hurting in the way this man was hurting. Hurt people hurt people.
Yes, he was just a hurt person. So you see, we should have some empathy for him, okay? We don't know what he was going through. That could have been you or I having a bad day and deciding to stab a woman in the neck over it.
Triggers.
Charlie Kirk, your response.
Race hustler, Marxist, Van Jones. When a white person is murdered, we don't burn down the country. But when George Floyd overdosed on drugs, it's Floydapalooza.
No, come on. We know damn well that wasn't that. That's just fucking ridiculous.
Jones, he puts race in almost every situation.
We
where it
seen
doesn't
what
exist.
happened there.
For example, with the death of George Floyd, Van Jones repeatedly said that it was a racist attack. You know who didn't say that? Keith Ellison, who was the Attorney General of Minnesota at the time, said that race did not play any role in the actions that.
Oh, we should we should not believe our lying eyes. Now get the heck out of here. That made them so mad.
Happened with George Floyd's
people
death.
like
Also,
him.
When we make the left live up to their own standard of rules, there is complete silence by the entire American media. And then Van Jones goes on television and calls me a racist.
So yeah, somebody like this happened. So what is this gonna cause? What are they inciting here? What's gonna happen? A civil war, a race war now, right?
Hustler for even calling out the facts and the specifics around this case. Van Jones, he wants to keep on trying to find racial motives that don't exist, and he ignores them when they're in broad daylight in front of him on recorded video and a horrendous attack such as this. The media doesn't care about this, and we should start asking why.
Here we go. So what do y'all think, man? Somebody said, Dave said, Kirk spreads lies, hate, and weapons. The Bible, he is not a speaker of God. He is a speaker of the devil, who is now his best friend in bed, buddy. Okay, my Chinese food pushing the race was lady. What? The left can't handle common sense discourse. He's not wrong. Okay, a race war. Yeah, that's what it's sounding like. That's what is being pushed right now. That's what it sounds like. I mean, this guy was very divisive. We cannot say that he wasn't. I knew nothing about this man until just now, today, since I went live, woke up, found out this guy was unalived. So, yeah, he is pushing what he's pushing. We hear it. And he's also supported by the president. What the hell is going on here? So yeah, he was all over that case that just happened. The lady that was jabbed by a black guy. He looked like an immigrant. Hell, I don't know who that guy was that did that, where he from. None of that. But that is the last thing that he was talking about over here. Okay, now let me see some of the latest, and then I'm going to come down to the chat a little bit more. He stood up for pro-life. R.I.P. Charlie. Black people are always the victim. Yeah, well, I mean, we are victimized a lot. I mean, listen, I mean, everybody is going to be sensitive to their own race. I'm sitting up here reporting crime and I see what happens. I don't promote it. I don't support it on either side. I am not about hate at all. I believe the world needs a lot more love, but we ain't going in that direction, because we are going in the direction of making the world great again, and we are finding out every day what it really means. And so I'm looking at a media, wait, this says media release. Let us unite in praying for Charlie Kirk, his wife and children, and all of his loved ones. It says that Secretary Gary's statement on the assassination of Charlie Kirk. Now his is an assassination. I mean, he's not. Who is he besides somebody with an opinion? Now, Secretary. Okay, let me see. It says Cheyenne. Wait, in response to the assassination of Charlie Kirk, Secretary Gray made the following statement: Charlie Kirk was a courageous champion of liberty who stood for the truth. Charlie inspired a generation of young Americans. They sick about that because it's young folks that they want to carry on. And his work and legacy will never be forgotten. We must carry on Charlie's work of defending and articulating America's value and the Make America Great Again movement. We will not be silenced. So they upholding him like a Martin Luther King, like a Malcolm X for us. You know, that's what it sounds like. So I wonder who is going to take the mic and do exactly what he was doing. I don't know if he had a right-hand man that would do this for him, with him or not. But this is coming from a Chuck Gray. He is Wyoming Secretary of State. And he has a number here and an email. And it also says, let us unite in praying for Charlie Kirk, his wife and children, and all his loved ones. Okay, let me grab that. I'm not sure. Wait, let's see what he's saying.
Reports indicate that the shooting occurred around 12:20 p.m. local time, approximately 20 minutes into his presentation. A single gunshot was fired from a nearby building, the Law-C Center, about 200 yards away. Cell phone videos captured the event, showing Kirk's head jerking back at the sound of the shot. Obviously, he got impacted in the neck. From the close-up videos I've seen, which I can't post here because it's too graphic, he looked like his carotid artery was severed by the bullet and was like literally gushing blood out of his neck. I'm not going to post it here. It's all over the internet. If you want to see it, you can go somewhere else and find it.
Yeah.
But I don't know how he's going to survive this. Like, very, very unlikely.
Well, that was an old video. He definitely did not survive that. And dang, I mean, people are just like, Kirk is like just saying it. So this is the area that he was in. I didn't even know that this was planned. I had it covered, obviously. But let me see what y'all are saying. Let me look at the poll and see how the room is reading. And so can y'all please smack the thumbs up? We have, I mean, the votes is moving. It's at 575, but it's still going. We at 6. We almost at 7 votes. And so we have, are you a Charlie Kirk supporter? Yes, at 68%. No, at 32%. So that is a huge percentage of people that support him. I guess y'all know the guy and know all of his talking points and things like that. But look at the area that they were at. And they didn't feel the need to have security. I mean, security can't necessarily save you if somebody want to take you out and they aiming for the jugular. I mean, unless somebody would have been standing right in front of them. But I would think, a person would, I don't know, man. I'm very curious to know who's going to be the fall guy. Who's going to be the person that did it? They had somebody in custody. It was a very older guy. As a matter of fact, let me see if I still got the picture of the guy, because I don't even think I put it in here. But let's see. Dang, I hope that didn't just refresh it. Come on, people. Oh, yep, of course it did. Took me right out of there. But let me go back to the votes. So we make sure y'all can hear me. Shout out to the 521 people listening at the sound of my voice. Y'all, please smack the thumbs up. Please subscribe to the channel if you have not. And thank y'all so much for tuning in. We cover politics and crime over here. He can eat worms. He can eat worms. Hold on. It was not him. Wrong mail. Okay, so yes, they did say that they had an older guy and he was not the suspect and they let him go. You're right. They did say that. Now, I don't know what made them grab this guy in the first place. The original, I don't know if this is the original guy that we seen. Like when I first came on, I might have to fast forward or rewind it to see, but this, let me see. This was the guy that this is a guy that they had at some point. Now, they haven't gave us a clue as to who the guy is right now. If it's a older man, a younger man, like who is it? But I do need to see if this is the guy that this don't look like the same guy that they had earlier, right? Did they nab two older men? Because one of the guys, his pants was falling down, and I thought he looked Hispanic, but I could be wrong. Let me go back. See, because we seen that seemed like soon as I came on, we seen that. But that was on, let's see. I can't check it right now. Let me go to a video so I could look for stuff, because I don't like to keep y'all waiting in silence. So, all right. So we are still at 68%. The votes is over 700. I mean, we at 730. Can y'all hit that thumbs up like that, please? Smack that thumbs up. So I think we stopped at 700 and it's slowing down. We had 739 votes and we are at 68% of support for the guy. And then let me come over here to see if I can catch some of what y'all are saying. But if y'all have not smacked the thumbs up, can y'all please hit those three dots upper right? You are wrong. Yeah, let me move this guy off of here too, because they did say that they do not, this is possibly not the guy they have. They're not telling us who the guy is. Where did they pick him up from? Why do they think he's a suspect? Sounds like they got the guy. Who do y'all think is responsible for this? Okay, and y'all see the area. As a matter of fact, I think I put up another video too. I need something to be playing right quick, y'all. Hold on. Yeah, these people. Let's see what they got to say.
We have commentary coming in from all over the state, all over the country. Governor Spencer Cox shared a short time ago on social media, I'm being briefed by law enforcement following the violence directed at Charlie Kirk during his visit to Utah Valley University today. We will continue to share updates. Those responsible will be held fully accountable. Violence has no place in our public.
We just watched the press conference. They said they do have a guy.
Life. And this is the man, the governor, who goes on the road and talks about disagree better and spreads the message about simmering down the political rhetoric. And no doubt a conversation we will be revisiting here the hours, the days, the weeks ahead. Bayan, we appreciate the information. I want you to stand by for just a moment because I know we have an interview with a witness who was there over the internet right now. Her name is Aubrey, a student at Utah Valley University, I understand. Aubrey, if you can hear us, tell us where you were. Were you inside the auditorium at the time of the shooting?
Yes, I was. I was gathered around with everyone, watching him have conversations with people.
Well, tell me, how things played out from your perspective and where you were seated in relation to the stage and where Charlie Kirk was speaking.
So I was probably about 30 or 40 feet away from him. There's tiers in the amphitheater, and I was on the third tier. And he was having a discussion about transgender people and school shootings. And he was commenting about mass shootings, and he was shot in the neck.
That's crazy.
He was in the process of talking about mass shootings when the bullet hit him. And
yes.
What did that sound like when the shot was fired? And could you tell where it came from?
Gunfire, sir.
It came from behind me. I believe it came from one of the upper buildings.
Yep.
It wasn't very loud. It sounded almost like fireworks. So at first, I didn't think it was real, and a lot of the people around me didn't realize what was going on either.
You are part of a generation that has grown up with school shootings and the knowledge that something like this could happen at any time. The fact that a shooting happened where you were today, how do you begin to process that? It must be so raw for you right now.
Yeah, it really is. It was really, really scary because the shooting happened and everyone around me just fell on the ground, and I've never experienced anything like that before. I've never felt so.
Okay, I'm a little confused. They did say that they got somebody in custody, right? So the news that we just watched on the press conference that we were just listening to, authorities in Utah said there was an active investigation and there is a person of interest in custody. The investigators say they are interviewing that person. FBI Director Kash Patel said the subject for the horrific shooting was in custody. Okay. And then it is saying that the FBI, 8 minutes ago, the FBI has set up a tip line for information about this unaliving. The FBI has set up a digital tip line for information about the shooting of Kirk, and the agency announced. Okay. So the Utah Department of Public Safety and the FBI are co-leading the criminal investigation, the state's public safety commissioner, Bo Mason, said earlier. Okay, so that is the latest. Well, 7 minutes ago, it says Kirk was hugely successful political field organizer. He was a organizer for political field. He was a TikTok influencer, a radio host, a nonprofit leader, and a public speaker, all rolled up in one telegenic figure. Okay. So with the Turning Point of USA, a nonprofit he co-founded in 2012 at the age of 18. So he's been at it for a while. He's 31 now, or was. Kirk built a next generation grassroots operation that was plugged directly into the GOP, much to the envy of his Democratic rivals. So the talking head part of his job almost seemingly blended together with the political organizing part, but arguably what stood out most were his public appearances at conservative conferences and on college campuses. All of his talking points is what Trump is pushing right now. They are his biggest supporter because he can pull them young people in, and that is what they want, people that can carry on what they are pushing. So what do y'all think about what y'all heard? Watch your mouth in the chat. Please don't, misspell profanity if you gotta say it. Be adults and not rude. But please smack the thumbs up for the people that didn't. So trust me, I know. I checked facts. Many debates, Kirk had been wrong on most. Oh wow, okay. People lack the information is not misinformation. Some results. I just got up in SLC. It was crazy. I was there. You was there? He preached hate and got it in return. I literally said, I know. Malik is still a B, and you still cussing in my chat. That is so rude. Mainstream media admits the truth. Don't watch it. Well, yeah, we see what's going on. Can't nobody tell me nothing. I'm listening at what's coming out of his mouth. And so we have 903 votes, and I bet you we don't even have 300 thumbs up. Can y'all please support the host and the content and smack the thumbs up? I see that we have 67% supporters of this guy, and Charlie Kirk, and we have 33% that says no. I definitely appreciate y'all all tuning in to the channel. Thank you to everybody that's smacking the thumbs up and also subscribing to the channel. So let her finish. She was there.
Unsafe and unsure.
Yeah. When you were in high school, I mean, did you have shooting drills in class when you were younger?
Yes, all through elementary school, middle school, high school, I've always had shooting drills and lockdown drills.
Did you think back to those when you were in this situation today? Did any of those memories come back to you?
Not really, just because this was so real and so different, and I was just out in the open right where it was happening.
Mm-hmm. How long did it take you to leave the area and get to a safe place?
Probably about a minute. I was laying on the ground for 45 seconds maybe, and then I just ran to the nearest building.
Yeah. And you checked in with your friends, with your family, you let them know that you're okay?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was alone at the Charlie Kirk discussion, but I found a friend from high school, and so that helped calm me down a lot, and I called.
Okay, so it says Charlie Kirk assassinated at Utah University events. So the conservative activist Charlie Kirk, 31 years old, was fatally shot during a speaking event at Utah Valley University in Orem, Utah on September 10th, 2025. The founder of Turning Point USA was addressing a crowd when a gunman fired from 100 to 200 yards away, causing chaos and his immediate unaliving. Like, he dropped right there. It wasn't no hospital. I mean, they probably, I don't know, they probably it should have just left him there because they already knew what it was. You could see it from the moment I seen that video. I knew what it was. The founder of the Turning Point USA was addressing a crowd when a gunman fired, and we heard what they said, that he was what he was literally talking about: mass shootings, transgender, and all this stuff, causing the chaos and immediate death. So the attack was triggered by partisan outrage. It has triggered bipartisan outrage with leaders like President Donald Trump, Governor Gavin Newsom condemning the violence and calling for the unity amid rising political tension. I mean, yeah, I'm talking about everything that could cause every form of war is happening right now. I just want to make sure that we paying attention. So investigations continue with a suspect in custody as the incident underscores concerns over public safety and extremism. That is the latest information. And let me go, because I know Kash Patel posted something too. "52 minutes ago, Kash Patel, the director of the FBI, the subject for the horrific shooting today that took the life of Charlie Kirk, is now in custody." This is what Kash Patel posted. Thank you to the locals. And who is he? Show this guy to us, a woman, whoever, or whatever. Thank you to the locals and state authorities in the Utah for your partnership with the FBI. We will provide updates when able. 2 hours ago, he had posted, "We're aware of the tragic situation unfolding near Denver. The FBI is on the scene and in full support of the local authorities to ensure everyone's safety." 4 hours ago, "We are closely monitoring the report of the tragic shooting involving Kirk at the Utah University Valley University. Our thoughts are with Charlie, his loved ones, and everyone affected. Agents will be on the scene quickly, and FBI stand in full support of the ongoing response and investigation." Okay, and let me go to Gavin. Newsom. He posted 1 hour ago, we should all feel a deep sense of grief and outrage at the terrible violence that took place in Utah today. Charlie Kirk's murder of the sick and reprehensible. And it is reprehensible, and our thoughts are with his family, children, and loved ones. I knew Charlie, and I admired his passion and his commitment to the debate. His senseless murder is a reminder of how important it is for all of us across the U.S. Political spectrum to foster genuine discourse on issues that deeply affect all without resorting to political violence. The best way to honor Charlie's memory is to continue to work, engage, to continue his work. Take the baton is what he's saying. Keep on spewing everything that he was spewing, okay? And engage with each other across ideologically through spirited discourse. In a democracy, ideals are tested through words and faith and debate, never through violence. Honest disagree makes us stronger. Violence only drives us further apart and corrodes the values of the heart of the nation. And then 4 hours ago, he said the attack of Charlie Kirk is disgusting, vile, and reprehensible. Okay. Now let's see. What Donald Trump has posted. Okay, he didn't post anything on his page here, but he is on Truth Social posting, from my understanding. Trump isn't a president, he is an insurrectionist. And his followers aren't citizens, they're traitors. All good. As an anarchist, wait, that just went away. As an antichrist, I side with the conservatives any day. I side with the conservatives. All shooter supporters, we get it. Escape the asylum. Enjoy your watch list. Shout out to everybody tuning in. I'm going to let this lady finish talking. We want to see. She was there. Let's see.
My mom and made sure I was doing all right. Everyone made sure I was okay.
Is she in the room with you?
Yeah, my mom's with me right now.
If she wants to join, I'd love to ask her some questions.
Yeah, she would love to.
Okay. Hi, Mom. What's your name?
My name is Carrie.
Carrie, when did you get word that something like this happened today, when the shooting happened? How did you get word, and what was that like for you as a parent?
The first thing that I heard was from Aubrey. It was a phone call right from Aubrey. I think that she called me almost immediately after it happened. I could tell right away that she was very upset. And so I didn't know exactly what had happened. And this is not what I expected her to say. I thought maybe she had been in a car accident or something. And this is not what I expected. And she just repeated over and over again, Mom, this is so bad. This is really, really bad.
Obviously, campus is closed right now and no classes for the rest of the day. But both of you, how do you feel about when the time comes to return to campus and resume these classes that have really just recently started? The new semester is still so fresh.
For me, I honestly feel a little bit scared going back, knowing that the shooter is still not accounted for and they don't have him yet. I just really hope that they find him and that I can feel safe at school.
Yeah. Were you, Aubrey, were you there? Are you a supporter of Charlie Kirk? Are you coming from the other side of the political spectrum? What brought you to his talk today?
I am a supporter of Charlie Kirk. I think that his viewpoints on Jesus Christ and religion is very, very powerful, and I totally agree with him.
Yeah. We are in an era where free speech is a topic that comes to mind a lot. Political violence, heated rhetoric is something that we see flying around, especially on social media right now. What do you make of this? We obviously don't know the motivation of the shooter at this point. We're still working to confirm if the shooter is indeed in custody. But what do you make of the free speech environment right now and potential violence aimed at people who are speaking their minds, speaking their truth?
I think that right now, free speech seems scary because if you speak freely, you'll get shot, it feels like. But I do think that free speech is an important thing and that we should respect each other for our beliefs.
Yeah.
And I don't necessarily agree with all of Charlie Kirk's views. I'm not a really strong supporter of him. However, our freedom of speech is one of the core tenets that our country is founded on. And so if even when we disagree, it's so important for us to be able to rely on safety when we are expressing our beliefs, even in the face of differences, maybe even more so in the face of differences, that when we can have open and healthy dialogue and kind of understand another person's perspective.
I wonder, Aubrey.
Okay, and we see what the FBI director has posted and the picture of him and Charlie. Rest in paradise, my friend. Conservative Titans. Charlie Kirk. I am praying for Charlie and his family. His passion for America and fearless leadership inspired millions, and his impact will live in this moment for generations. This is coming from the director of the FBI. They fully supported this guy. They pushed him. They made him who he is, and he has a voice that they loved, and somebody has taken this man out. They are calling for all kind of stuff. I don't know what's going to happen after this. It's been a push for it. He died for nothing. Forensics account said absolutely. I don't know. Always keep spreading opinions. We everybody is entitled to their opinion. This guy was spreading his opinion. I mean, and everybody now is spreading their opinion about him and the life that he pushed on social media and the things that he spoke on. Today is my first time hearing about him. And something else that Kash Patel said is this was a minute ago. The subject for the horrific shooting today that took the life of Charlie, with a person posted this, is now in custody. Thank you for the local and state authorities in Utah for your partnership with the FBI. We will provide updates. I can't wait to find out who the guy is. Who is this person? And then they said the FBI, Kash Patel said, an unnamed suspect has been arrested and was being interviewed over the Charlie Kirk shooting in Utah. Government dubbed a political assassination. The right-wing activist and close Trump ally had just answered a question about mass shootings. This is what we are being told. And that is the coverage. We used to have Tom and Jerry. Yeah. We don't know what they was up to either. Like multiple religions around the world for the reason. Now we got trans and Jerry. Oh my God, your God don't mean well. Hey, I mean, you can't really tell a person what they God mean to them, but I mean, you just judge what God mean to you. Let everybody believe in what they want to believe in, support who they want to support. Over here, we definitely reporting what's going on. This is the latest update of what's happening. And let me go to this poll. I definitely appreciate the 242 people that still tuned in. But we got work to do. You know what I'm saying? We're going to end the poll. We got 1,000. We got 1,100. I'm talking about this number of voting is just off the charts. But of course, we don't have those thumbs up to match. Y'all, I don't ask for much. I don't ask for no money, nothing. But if you do want to support the channel, you can do that by donating, joining membership, or whatever. But please smack the free thumbs up button, y'all. Smack the free thumbs up button. And thank you to everybody that did and everybody that subscribed. So right now we are at 1,119 votes. Okay. We still at 67%. I'm going to go ahead and end that vote right now. A lot is going on. And then it's a lot. Thousands of people have come through here. So I definitely appreciate y'all. So we stopped at 1.1K votes. And let me see what y'all saying, what I can catch on the way out of here. Exactly set up. Charlie made himself of wealth and knowledge, a God-fearing man and a family. Okay, that should be a warning to you racist trash. It could be a setup, but I doubt it. Oh, a setup. What kind of setup you thinking? What kind of setup? Whoever said that, you a hater. You are a hater. Let's see what you can do. Start your channel and see what you got going on. But anyway, y'all, thank y'all for all that's tuning in at the sound of my voice. I appreciate you all subscribing and tuning in. But we gonna get up out of here. It is getting late and we got things to do. So thank y'all so much for tuning in. Please be sure to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing. For sharing. For sharing. For sharing. Thank you for sharing. Please subscribe and press that notification bell and thumbs up. All right, we out of here, y'all. Please be sure to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Make this go viral. Please smack that thumbs up on the way out, y'all. It's still free. Shout out to my BFF moderators. Shout out to all my members and subscribers. Let's go, y'all. Smack that thumbs up on the way out. Peace and love, y'all. We out.